G'day guys, welcome back to your English Aussie. Sorry for a little bit of a later stream. I just got back from cricket. I literally just got out of the shower. My whole body was dying, but I'm here just in time for you guys. Hi Jonesy, morning mate. Yeah, doing all right. It's, got 48 and 3 wickets, so decent day for me. I obviously have loads to talk about today. I've got to be honest, like I haven't really had a huge amount of time today to prepare the slides, but I'm very up to date with what's going on. I definitely have a plan and a lot of views on what I think you should do this week, what I think the best options are, and it definitely depends on the players that you have and your team, how many transfers you have, etc. I can talk through like what my plans are for my team, what I'm planning to do this week, and I'll put all of that stuff up on the screen, of course, for you guys to see. I think it completely depends, right? So I think if you have to take a -8 to play your assistant manager chip, I wouldn't do it. Jonesy team review, yeah mate, I'll definitely get there, just give me a second. Niels, hey mate, sorry I haven't got around to your comments on YouTube today. I probably, I just like literally got home and just saw a few from a few of you guys. I might just try and reply as we go along as well. If anybody's not in the chat, I'll chat. I'm on AM on Moyes and then move to Emery next game week. So I definitely have some thoughts on that, Niels. I really think that Slot is better. And like considerably. The reason that I say that is that if Liverpool beat Everton, and I mean you look at that fixture in isolation and you think Liverpool probably, Gamer, hey bro, good to see you, thanks for staying up. Yeah, I'll try and do a watch along, man. Like I honestly just got back. I'll try and do a watch along for like Bournemouth and Forest I can put on for you as well. If you're interested, but yeah, I'm going to wake up again to play tennis tomorrow, so I'm killing myself as well, mate. Yeah, busy weekend, mate. Sorry, I'll get through all you guys' questions, don't worry, just give me some time. Nasu, Ian Q, all of them. So Niels, yeah, I think like if Liverpool beat Everton, right, then basically there's no possibility that Moyes gets more points than Slot. Like absolutely impossible. Even if Liverpool lose the other game week, Everton win it. Like it still at least be tied. And I expect Liverpool to also score like more goals in that game week than Everton do. So for me, Slot makes a lot more sense. Also, like if Liverpool then do beat Tottenham and then double, you don't have to move it. You don't have to use a free transfer to move to like Marco Silva or Emery, or like, oh, it's not Emery if Liverpool beat them. And that's really important because then when you get towards game week 29 and you've got to try and move all your players out of your team, that free transfer is going to be very important going forwards to make sure that you can get through game week 29. So I really do think Slot makes it's just a better option. And I honestly, I thought long and hard about this last night. I was up thinking it through. Obviously streamed last night with a couple of you guys, and I had some thoughts. Nasu, Morgan Rogers or Chris Wood? I've actually benched Chris Wood and I've got Morgan Rogers in my team, Nasu mate. Play one, Hall, Clivert or Trossard? It'd probably be Clivert. Penalty taker. Trossard I don't mind, man. It'd be between Clivert and Trossard. I wouldn't play Hall. Jonesy, let's get your team up as well, mate, and then we'll get back to this. Get back to this stuff after. Just bear with me. Yeah, very busy weekend, mate. Very busy weekend. Basically, yeah, got up this morning, went out to North Sydney. Gamer, I'll get to you straight after, mate. Went out to North Sydney, played cricket. We started at 1. But obviously, because I was streaming last night till maybe like 2 AM, I was pretty knackered, so I slept in a little bit, got up and ate food because we didn't have food, so I just ate at like 11 AM. Went straight to cricket, played full game, drove back, took tolls, so I got it back in time for this stream. Had to push it back a little bit to 7:30, but here I am, guys. Doing my best to get stuff sorted for you guys. 1 triple Liverpool's hard to go slot. Let me get to that, Niels, mate. I'm also on triple Liverpool, but I'm going to make a transfer. Jonesy. Alisson, Trent, Salah. Yeah, you're basically where I am, mate. This team's really quite similar to what I have. Look, do you have a free transfer still, Jonesy? If you have a free transfer, I'd probably suggest. I think Gakpo will play. I think Gakpo will play both games, Jesse. Diaz and Nunez are not fully fit yet, so I'm pretty sure Gakpo starts. This team I'm looking at is Mbuma and Malenko. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gakpo starts both fixtures this week. In 25, it's different. I will get to that, Jesse, and what Liverpool players we should move. So look, my thoughts are here, Jonesy. If you have a free transfer, use that free transfer, move Alisson to Pickford. Actually, you don't need to. Do you have money in the bank? Do you have 1.5 mil in the bank for slot? Morning, Finners, mate. Great to see you. If you have 1.5 mil in the bank for slot, Jonesy, you don't. It's not a free transfer to bring in your assistant manager. Like, it doesn't count as a transfer. You can just bring in your assistant manager if you have the 1.5 mil in the bank. So you could just bring in slot. Oh, but you got 3 Liverpool already. Yeah. So no free transfers. And like one of the other things that I think I put up last night for some of the guys that joined. This was kind of my sort of thoughts, rough thoughts last night, but I think it makes a little bit more sense now to me. I think if you have to take a -8 to get slot in for assistant manager, don't do it. I wouldn't assistant manager Moyes regardless. It's just a no for me on Moyes, because if Liverpool beat Everton, like I said, Slot gets more points, guaranteed. He'll at least get the same amount of points if Liverpool beat Everton, and I expect Liverpool to beat Everton. So there's no way Moisey can get more points than him unless they get a result at Liverpool, which I just don't see happening. And then also, if you roll into 25 and Liverpool do manage to get another double, you don't have to make a free transfer on your assistant manager. Those free transfers are super important. Yeah, so -4 for Slot, I think I would do. I think I would make a -4 for Slot, especially if that -4 meant you're going to another double game week player. So, yeah, so for me, the -4 is worth it because, especially if you do, and like what I've said here on point number 3, I said if you don't have a triple captainship anymore, then definitely do take the -4. And I said if you do have the triple captain, you should use that. But I think like this morning, I've sort of, or as I was sleeping last night, really, I sort of changed my mind on that and felt like the -4 is probably worth it. My mouse is completely lost to the world at the moment. I'm trying to get, yeah. I think this right here. I think that's got to go. I think the -4 is worth it. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So if you look at my team, and I'll just flick to my team quickly, I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. I haven't done it yet, I'll probably do it in a minute, to be honest. I'm going to move, luckily I do have the free transfer, so it is a little bit different for me, but I got 1 free transfer. I'm going to move Alisson for Pickford, so this is ultimately what it will look like. Alisson to Pickford, and then I will play the assistant managership. Don't worry, you can cancel it unless you confirm the transfers. Well, I'm going to do it anyway, and then I'm going to bring Slot in because I just get exactly that 1.5 mil. So I'm going to take out Alisson, and if we talk on like what Liverpool player, if that sort of leads us on nicely to sort of like what Liverpool player you should be moving on. The reason that I would say you should move Alisson or Trent over Salah and Gakpo Remember people with triple Liverpool doing an extra transfer already, so it's no different than starting with Moyes and moving him on to Emery. Yeah, but like if I don't have to, if I'm making a free transfer, Niels, it's still good. Like I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I just think Moyes is like I would rather have slot and slot those 2 game weeks. I'm not keen on Moyes or Emery. I really think the assistant managership is way better off used on slot for those 4 games. Like statistically, and I know I'm someone who speaks from a statistical and tactical sort of twofold, right? Statistically, picking the upset is super hard to do. Generally, like 1 in every 10 games, you can pick an upset, especially one where they're 5.5 places different. And Philly, I'll get to you, mate. Yeah, especially one where they're 5 places different. So I really think, and I want to try and convince you guys this, because I personally was a bit disappointed that this double game week 25 came in, because I thought that I would definitely gain a lot of rank when the assistant manager came out, because I think I understand it pretty well. But I really think that playing slot 2 weeks in a row is much better. Do I think that Bournemouth might actually beat Liverpool? I actually think Liverpool are going to score quite a lot of goals against Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth press super high with their midfielders, like right up onto Liverpool's back line, and their centre backs also push right forwards into the half. I think that actually like the cross-field passes from Van Dijk that he often plays to try and get Mo Salah in over the top, and the Liverpool pace that they have, runners from midfield, runners from the wings, might cause Bournemouth some problems. I do think Bournemouth will probably score, but I think Liverpool will win. I'm gonna try and do a watch along tonight if I've got the energy to stay up. Yeah, so I really I strongly suggest, obviously like you've all got to go with what you believe, but I strongly suggest slot, even if it means taking a little -4. So yeah, I guess what that means for you, Jonesy, is my recommendation would be transfer Alisson for Pickford and bring slot in. And I do think you have. I think it's closer if you may take a -4. I do think triple captain Salah is also a good option. So I think for that -4, if you want a triple captain Salah, I think that's fine. But I would do one or the other. I'd either take the -4 or I'd triple captain Salah. But if you have a free transfer, make that free transfer and bring old slotty boy in. Okay, sorry, there was another gamer. I know you're up late, mate, so let me get to you. I don't want you to fall asleep and us not get there. Thank you for staying up to get in here, mate. So you got Alisson, Salah, and you don't have a third Liverpool. You got 1.3 in the bank. Do you have a free transfer this week, gamer? Have you made any transfers yet? I definitely think it's more likely Liverpool win both games. Looking at the difference between downside and upside risk. Ceilings limited for slot with 3 away. Don't look too much into those away games, Niels. Liverpool have actually been better away from home than at home this season. I think it's a very minuscule difference that it makes. You've played the AM gamer. You played it on slot, I'm assuming. Yeah, I get to your other teams, Jonesy, as well. Yeah, I think if you've played your AM, you don't know any free transfers, then let's try and roll. Try and roll your transfers if you can. I'll obviously be playing Young in there for probably Dan Burn. So Young, I've lost my nice little thing I keep at the bottom of the screen with all the fixtures, so I can remember all the time. You got 0 million in the bank and no transfers, but I think transfers sells Henderson and on slot. Yeah, then roll, mate, for me. Obviously you're playing Alisson this week, I guess. And then defence-wise, Robinson, Hall, Young. Who Forest got? Brighton. Yeah, I think Robinson, Hall, Young. No, I'd go Aina. I'd go Aina over Robinson. Fulham have gone to that 4-2-3-1 formation now, where Robinson's playing as a fullback. He's not playing as high up on that left wing, so I think he's gone down a little bit in my in my planning at the moment. Am I showing the right screen for you guys? Yeah, I am. Sorry guys. Taking a deep breath because I'm really tired, to be honest. Cricket was took a lot of energy out of me today. Niels, remember people with triple Liverpool doing extra transfer already, so it's no different starting Moyes and moving to Emery. I understand. I just really prefer Slot for both. I really do. I think there's it's 8 points for a win, basically, man. Minimum 8 points. If you win, it's minimum 8 points. And if you lose, there's such a big downside. There's such a big downside for picking wrong. I just think it's worth going for the correct option. And it's a shame. I really wish this assistant manager chip had not, meaning it had to be played in this week, because people were going to play it on Moyes in 24, and I reckon anyone that played 24, 25, 26 before this double would have wasted it. So a bit annoying for me. Sorry, Gamer, should you play Iwobi or Cunha? I think I'll go Cunha v Villa. Villa have conceded some goals. I'd go Cunha. I know Wolves have not been in great form, but I think Iwobi v Fulham's not amazing. Yeah, Cunha, Isaac, Wood, Rogers, Salah, Palmer and Bumo. Hall, Young, Aina for me. Would you play Moyes' assistant manager if you only had 0.5 million in the bank? No, I wouldn't do it. I don't want to waste my assistant manager on that. I think it's a really bad option. Man, Everton could lose to Leicester, honestly. And Leicester, they're not getting a bonus. So if Liverpool beat, all I'm saying is if Liverpool beat Everton, your plans on Moyes are ruined. Just ruined. Even if Liverpool lose to Bournemouth, no point. No point. I know it's the same, but it's not worth it. You can play it in 36, 37, 38, and then if you want to play these more risky moves where you're trying to pick lower down teams, that's when you want to be playing at 36, 37, 38. Hey, yeah, that's good to see you, man. Yeah, because then you can pick when teams are not playing for anything. Liam, I'll get to you, mate, I promise. Alright, next up. Philly, would you do Kanate to 3.9 million defender for Slot and -4? That's tough. I might not. It depends. If you're working towards Gameweek 29, assume Liverpool win against Spurs and get through to 29. Would you still have enough transfers to make that you could field 11 in 29? If yes, make the transfer. If no, just play triple captain on Salah. That would be my call, Philly. Do I think Bournemouth might actually beat Liverpool? I don't think they'll beat them. They might draw. I don't think they'll beat them, Lewis. Jonesy, would I play Hall or Gabriel this week? I'd probably play Gabriel. Not that I expect a clean sheet, but more because the attacking returns, you got a small chance Hall gets an assist. You got a slightly less chance that Gabriel gets a goal, but the goal's worth so much more. So probably hedge my bets and go for Gabriel. Arsenal also, you never know, they defend quite a lot against City. Bench boost wildcard trip captain already used, Lewis. Oof. Yeah, man. What would I do? Using manager chip for Slot. Okay, cool. 2 mil in the bank after buying him. Do you have any transfers available, Lewis? Transferred Kulu for Clive. Okay, so no. Oh, so you would have one free transfer still? Because you had one last week, so you probably had 2 this week. Kulu for Clive. So you got Mikalenko, Einar, Timber versus Robinson. Thanks, Gamer. Much love, bro. Appreciate you. Catch you. Have a good sleep, mate. I'll see you for the Forest game. If you tune in, I'll try and do a watch along. I'll have Liverpool and 1-2 in Forest on my other screen. Nick, hey bro. Not using your assistant manager. Fair enough. Yeah, you have one more transfer after Kulu. Yeah, I'd look to probably roll it. I think your team looks nice, Lewis. Miko, Einar, one of Timber and Robinson. Not sure. I mean, the only other thing you could do is maybe bring in a Pickford for Sells if you wanted to go for the double. Not sure it's worth it. Salah, Bumo, Palmer, and who did you bring in again? Clivert. All of them play probably. United have Palace. Probably a toss-up between Clivert and Ahmad, but I assume if you brought Clivert in this week, you want to play him. So I guess you play him, you bench Ahmad, you bench Greaves, you bench one of Robinson versus Timber, and you play Sells over Fabianski. I think Robinson v Timbers is sort of a bit of a gut call. I'd probably go I'd probably go Robinson because I think he's got more attacking threat. But I think Timber's got more chance of a clean sheet, even if it is against City. I do think the City might win that. Okay, let's keep going down. I'll answer some questions and then I'll do the rest of the team reviews. Ian Q, I know you're up next, mate. I'll put you in so you don't think I'm forgetting you. Hopefully that's helpful, Lewis. Let me know if you've got more questions. Liam, sorry if the answer already, but sell Foden to Clivert or Wood to Ndiaye to get Slot. Yeah, definitely do that. Definitely do that. I would go Wood to Ndiaye. I like Foden, especially if it's for free. If it's for a hit, I'm not so sure then. But okay, sorry. Let me go down from the correct place so I don't miss anybody. Hey Yaz, good to see you back. Neil's happy to see your point. How would you move Slot on my team? Neil, I'll get you up, mate. Would you use triple captain today or wait for next double game week? I'd use it today. I'd use it. I don't agree with what people say about next week's that much better. I think like Liverpool could lose to Spurs, and then if you have triple captain and assistant manager, you got to find a place to play them. If you don't play triple captain or assistant manager this week, it gets a bit tough later in the season, and then you're just fitting in chips for the sake of fitting in chips, which, yeah, it's probably not the way to go. You don't have enough double game weeks. I'd want a bench boost as well. So, if you've used like one of your chips, then you can hold it. Like if you've used bench boost, triple captain or assistant manager already, fine. Or yeah, then you could wait for next double game week. But I would play triple captain if I'm not playing assistant manager. Would I play Wood or Rodgers? I'm currently playing Rodgers over Wood this week, Jonesy. Nick, not using my assistant manager right now, hoping for Spurs to hold and then use AM on Fulham. So why not just use it this week and then transfer next week, Nick? Like transfer your manager next week. You get two. You could play it on Slot this week, and then you could move to Marco Silva next week. That's what I'm going to do if Liverpool lose to Tottenham. I'd probably play it on Marco Silva next week, unless Arsenal beat Newcastle, then I might use Arteta. What about all the talks about Everton's last ever historic derby on Goodison Park? New manager, offensive, play more confidence, must wins ahead, etc. Yeah, but they're also playing Liverpool, who are top of the league, and I would say that David Moyes has definitely done a really great job with Everton. What he's done is he's got their attacking players to not track back defensively as much. So I would think that would allow the likes of Salah and Gakpo to have a few more opportunities one-on-one with the fullback, which is where Liverpool are quite dangerous. So it's probably tougher then for Everton to keep the clean sheet, but it allows like Ndiaye, like I know McNeil's not playing, but I don't even know who Everton's other winger is at the moment. But Ndiaye's probably like their main guy at the moment, like their main attacking threat. Good dribbling, good bringing the ball up, and you can see that Moyes is trying to get him higher up the pitch. So he's basically, he's not tracking back as much on defence, and then he's able to create a little bit more, and it's allowing Everton to have more attacking threat. I think Moyes has done a really great job there, but I don't think it's good enough for them to beat Liverpool for sure. I don't think what they've done. I have no idea what to do with my transfer this week. Jesse, would you move Verbruggen out for Pickford, or try move a Liverpool asset out to bring Slot in? Liverpool asset to bring Slot. I would move out. If you got Alisson, move Alisson. Let me explain this one, guys, because I was thinking this one through, and the reason why I would do this is this. If you move Alisson out for Pickford, if Liverpool, like Alisson, how will he do in the week, right? If he keeps a clean sheet, he gets 6 points. He probably doesn't get bonus, right? If Liverpool keep a clean sheet, the minimum points that Slot can get is 5. They draw 0-0. Clean sheet, 2 points. Draw, 3 points. So moving Alisson for him, I'm like, you're not losing points. Let's put it that way. You're gaining plus whatever Pickford gets. So that is the worst outcome you could have from moving Alisson. And realistically, if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, Alisson will get 6 points. Liverpool are probably going to win. So they're going to get 8 points minimum for that. 9 points minimum for a clean sheet and a win. Because they get 6 points for the win, 2 points for the clean sheet, 1 point for a 1-0 win. So that's 9 points for Slot versus 6 for Alisson clean sheet. So for me, I would definitely move for a defender because you're covered. You're covered. They're never going to outscore them unless they get attacking returns. Don't convince yourself, yes. Don't convince yourself. So yeah, that's probably what I'd do, Jesse. I would move a Liverpool asset to bring Slot in. Suggest me one more transfer, Young Q. Is this you? Is this your team? I've got up now. You bought Clive for Trossard, okay, and you want another transfer, but you don't have another transfer, mate. I wouldn't want you to take a -4 for this team. I wouldn't want you to take a -4. I think your team's... It would be Ismail Assar. It'd be Ismail Assar. Ismail Assar is someone I'd want to get out of the team at the moment. Talis' new signing, 19-year-old essay, looks really nice. Yeah, and Nketiah as well. They're going to take minutes off Sarr, I think. He only played 70 last week. It'd be Sarr out for someone. Who did you bring Clive in for? Who did you bring Clive in for? I thought you put it up. You already bought Clive and Trossard. And Trossard. Damn. If I triple cap this week on Ndiaye, assistant manager with Aston Villa or Liverpool, you can't play both. You can't play both in the same week. But triple captain Ndiaye, I can't honestly advise you to do that. But I mean, if you want to go for differential, fair play. Yeah, I mean, if you want to play like crazy risky, you can do that. Next week, you can. I mean, if you're triple captain Ndiaye, you might as well play your assistant manager on Villa or Fulham. Who am I playing as vice captain? Trent. Salah's going to play now. Trent captain, Salah vice. Alright. Okay, that was Ian Q. So next on teams. Team reviews are Jonesy's second team. Guys, if I don't think I've missed anyone, but if you got questions, I think I covered all the questions now, so I'm going to go through team reviews for a bit. Thoughts of Sanchez. Oh, this is the one where you got to worry this week, Jonesy, on Sanchez, whether he's going to play or not. Maresca said in the press conference that it could be either one of them. It felt like to me he was saying that Jorgensen's going to start because he was like, Jorgensen's done really well whenever he's played for us. Sanchez keeps making mistakes, mate. I'd consider a goalie transfer here. I think in this team, do you have 4 transfers this week? Have you made any in this one, Jonesy? I'd go Sanchez to Pickford. Probably Raul to Gakpo. And then you got to save some money somewhere to allow you to do that, which would be Gabriel to Mikalenko. That's probably where I'd go. You don't have Sanchez anymore. You got Pickford. Cool, nice. Clive at Gakpo, Konate, Pickford. Also have Clive at Gakpo, Konate, Pickford. For who? Who did you bring those guys in for? Yeah, Gakpo nice, Konate nice, Pickford nice. So you're not going to play AM this week. That's fine. What's your prediction for tonight? I'm also a Liverpool fan. Look, I think Liverpool. I try to be as unbiased as possible, but I think it will be both teams will score. I'd like to think Liverpool win, but I can see a draw. But I think Liverpool, like, tactically, if Bournemouth set up the same way they've been doing in this like rock and roll style where Rayola's been playing, Liverpool are going to score a bunch of goals against them. The runners that they have that get in behind, I think it will be a bit like Liverpool-Brighton. First half, Bournemouth are going to push them back and press them really high. Liverpool might struggle getting the ball out a little bit, and they've got to sort of weather a bit of a Bournemouth storm. Second half, the press loses a bit of intensity. Liverpool will kill them over the top. Raul, Lewis, Sanchez and Foden's who I dropped. Perfect. Okay. Sad to lose Foden because obviously he's good, but you probably needed to get some money into the team. Yeah, so alright, so play Pickford, Gabriel, Hall, Konsa? Probably play Konsa against Wolves. Bench Robinson, Salah, Gordon, Palmer, Rodgers, Isak, Gakpo, and then your decision is between Wood and Kluivert. That's what I'd say. The reason I'm keen on Rodgers is purely because he scored 3 in the Champions League. Honestly, purely because of that. Purely because of that. Good form, man. You got about good form. Confidence and good form is big in football. Big in football. That's what I'd do, Jonesy. I don't think you need to make any other transfers. Probably trip captain Salah. If you're not going to AM, I don't think you should AM with that team. You don't have any transfers left. Don't take the hit. You made so many this week. You got to differentiate between your two teams, right? I think your other one you're playing AM. So play triple captain. Try something different. Play your AM 31, 33, 36 to 38. Jesse, then Niels. Jesse 684551. Hopefully that helped, Jonesy. I'm waiting for Team 3 to come in the chat. Assistant manager slot, Ian Q, yeah, I would do it. It's definitely, I think, the best option this week. Alright, Jesse, you had a few questions before that as well, so let me just scroll back to see what you were saying to me. I'm on triple Liverpool, well, I'm worried Gakpo's going to play 1 and 2. Yeah, I think Gakpo plays, definitely this week. I think he plays both. I think he'll have reduced minutes. I reckon he'll probably play like 70. Depends on if Liverpool are winning or not. I think he'll play like 70, then they'll bring Darwin or Jota on for like 20 minutes. Diaz will probably play 90. Just because Gakpo played so many minutes. He played PSV, obviously, his home club. But this, like I said this to everyone a few weeks ago when they were bringing in Gakpo, but obviously he got 16 points, so I was wrong. But I said, like, I thought it was touch and go with him playing the games this week, and if Darwin didn't get ill, he wouldn't have played Bournemouth. I don't think he would have started. But I don't think he'll miss either of the games because there's a week's rest before Everton, so I think he'll be fine. It's maybe 25 he gets a bit of a rest. Trent, yeah. So this is the hard one. When you have Trent, Salah, and Gakpo, how to AM slot for me is tough. And I'm not sure I would do it. So I think if you have to -4 here with Trent, Salah and Gakpo, I don't like it as much because I think Trent has potential for attacking returns. So I'd almost say with this setup, I'd rather use TC. But you've used your TC. With AM chip, are you not looking at the points as a combo rather than just manager versus manager? I'm looking at the most points. I can get each week. My initial thoughts with AM chip is you transfer the manager every week to get maximum points because it's such a powerful chip. But like my honest thoughts, the slot is the best option for 24 and 25. So it didn't have to, which is a bit annoying. Like I said, I think I would have done way better with my system manager chip in comparison to everybody else if this hadn't have happened. But unfortunate. Pick 2, Rodgers, Wood and Kluivert, Nasu, Rodgers, and then Wood v Kluivert. That's your own choice, mate. I'd probably pick Wood, but I could be wrong. Kluivert's been in such good form. Should I take -4 to get in Mikalenko for Munoz? No, definitely not through World. Don't do that. Not worth it. Just play Munoz. United might keep a clean sheet. This is your current point. I cannot move AM because it'll be -4 and then have Trent, Gakpo and Salah, which is why I'm playing. Oh, you have Trent, Gakpo and Salah? Yeah, -4 with Trent, Gakpo and Salah, I don't like as much. If you got 1 free transfer, then I would move. I'd move Trent for 1 free transfer. I'd move Trent. But -4, no, I don't think it's worth it. I think you play your triple captain on Salah, and you play your assistant manager 36 to 38, where you can gamble at that stage of the season. But I'm telling you, no content creators are going to be telling you to play your assistant manager chip late in the season, because it makes sense for anybody that's a content creator to play it in 24, because their rank looks better for the whole season. That's not why I'm playing it, by the way. I genuinely believe it's the best decision for my team. But like, there'll be some content creators that are making like -4, -8 hits to take assistant managership, which I think is dumb. But they're gonna look better over like the next 8 weeks, and because they're gonna have higher ranks, people are gonna like watch their videos and stuff. I just assume that people watch higher rank videos. But then like, people that use it at 36 to 38, which is probably a good plan. Like, people are not gonna remember at the end of the season what your rank was, right? So. It kind of makes sense if you're a content creator to play in 24, but I don't want to give that advice to you. I think it depends on your team. Like for you guys, like you want to get the highest points at the end of the season, so don't listen to what they say, because it's all about their team sometimes. As you're using assistant manager or Liverpool double, who are you planning to use triple cap? Yeah, well, if you use assistant manager, it's for 3 weeks, ENQ, so I can't triple cap because I'm playing assistant manager 24, 25, 26. You can't use 2 chips at the same time. My triple captain probably now goes in, I don't know, double game week 36 or double game week 33. One of them will be triple captain, one of them will be bench boost. Probably 33 will be bench boost. Probably 36 will be triple captain. Just depends. A double will come up. A double will come up to use the triple captain. I think someone said to me about Isak in 33. It was like Aston Villa and Ipswich, potentially. That's quite nice. I was talking to them last night. Robinson or Timber? Yeah, it's a tough one, Jonesy, mate, honestly. I'd probably end up going Robinson, but only because I think that Fulham might change their formation back to what they were doing before, when they were a bit better, when Robinson was playing that left wing role. But I think it's a toss-up. Because now Robinson's gone into like the more orthodox fullback role, he's getting a little bit higher. But remember, if it's to bring in, it would be Robinson, because obviously Fulham might double. Remember, one of the doubles will be less games now. Yeah, I mean, understand, Niels, understand for sure. Jesse, hopefully I answered your team questions, man. If I didn't, hit me up again. I'll come back to it. But I felt like I did, and my brain's still a bit frazzled. Let's get to Niels. Niels, good to see you back on stream again today, mate. I don't think you were here last week. I missed you. You're always good value. I think maybe it was a late one for you. Yeah, it always gives some interesting counterpoints to me, which I like, because it keeps me thinking, keeps me on my toes, mate. So let's think. Like, I know what. So you've got Trent, Gakpo, Salah. All right, mate. So do you have any frees? Did you make any transfers this week? Niels? You have 1 free transfer, 0.7 mil in the bank. Okay. What was your free transfer this week? What was your free transfer this week? Brought in Wissa for JP. Okay, cool, nice. So yeah, Ray is an issue, eh? He might not play. I think he'll play. Like, this is one of those ones. Arteta did it earlier in the season, didn't he? He did it earlier in the season, but that is a worry for you. I reckon that is a worry for you. A worry that might even make you consider going Raya to Pickford. Hey Finners, hey mate. I think I remember your code now. 122 1300. I think that's you. Yeah, so I think you got to. Have a think about this. Shall I try and find the quote from old boy Arteta, Niels, for you? Yeah, need some advice. Yeah, I'll check you out, Finners, mate. 122, 1300, right? You're planning on Pickford before double announcements? Yeah, 122, 1300. Yes, I remembered it. I've got to remember yours by now, mate. Got to remember it. Let me just look at the Arteta quote, because I think it was this morning he had the quote, and obviously it was out of cricket, so yeah. David Raya missing the chapter. Muscular. Oh no, this was last night. I remember reading this. It was a muscular issue. He certainly could not play. He is injured, and that is it. Let's see how it goes for this weekend. Late fitness test, 50%. Oh, man. I think I would probably just bring in Pickford. I think I'd probably just... it's just annoying you'd have like two Everton defenders. Probably not. Willing to risk Raya for the AM chip. But AM chip doesn't cost a free transfer. Like, you can bring in slot. So like I was saying with my team, like when I bring in slot, this doesn't cost me a free transfer. Like the free transfer is Pickford in for Alisson. So like, this is my free transfer. Pickford in for Alisson, and then now you see I've got 0 frees. Is that showing on screen? Yeah. And then when I bring in slot, there's no -4. Like if you see cost, like it's free. Your first time you bring the manager in is free. I don't know if I was. Oh, it is next game week. You want to have 2 free transfers. Okay. Yeah, I think if that's the case, I totally understand, man. I think I'd consider risking as well. Like, I think Real. I know it's 50-50, but it's Man City. Like, you want to play your best player. It's so important, the Man City game. He'd have, like, the thing is, like, he'd have to, if he's injured, right? Like, what are you going to do? You can't play him if he's injured. But I think if he's like 50-50, so you confirm your assistant manager on slot, yeah, I will. I don't know why I'm waiting, I will. Let me, once it gets a bit quieter in the chat, I'll deal with my own team. I like to help you guys first, you know. I'm the good bloke I am. Okay. Yeah, so Niels, Raya, Trent, Gab. What's your plan then for next week for the 2 free transfers? I like to talk through yours, mate. Trent, Gabriel, Mikalenko this week. Is that going to be a 3 at the back, or you're going Munoz over Mikalenko? Over Gabriel. And then Salah, Rogers, and Bimo, Palmer, Gakpo. Yeah, I said Rogers over Ahmad, didn't I? Gakpo, Wissa, Isaac. So how to move to slot? How to move to slot for this week? Oh yeah, that's your problem, isn't it? Because you want 2 free transfers. You'd have to move Trent. I think you'd have to move Trent. I don't feel like moving Gakpo is right. Like, I think he's obviously got the explosiveness to get, like he did last week for you, 16 points. And I think, like, from a rank perspective at 187k, I feel like Gakpo is the guy who's going to gain you a lot of rank. I don't think Trent's going to. Depends on who doubles next week. If Villa, then we'll bring in Watkins and Emery. Man, you're a bit of a gambler. Villa v Liverpool. Why is everyone thinking Liverpool are going to get done in? I mean, Villa, fair enough, but Everton? Come on, man. Yeah, how to move to slot? It'd have to be Trent out. And then who to bring in? I mean, maybe you bring in like a Luka Dean for the Villa double. But then, like, obviously, think your way through to 29. Yeah, think your way through to 29. Like, can you just make, like, you obviously, if Liverpool win, right, and then say Liverpool and Villa. Yeah, Ipswich. I understand. Yeah, I think Emery's like not the worst call at all. Like, I don't mind Emery because Ipswich is a win in my book. But Villa also, like, when they play 2 games in a week, are a bit lapsadaisical in one of them sometimes. Stop it, Nick. I know. Benched 11 points for Trent. Yeah, but the thing is if they keep a clean sheet, like I was saying, that means Slot's going to score you 5 points minimum. Realistically, it's going to be like 6 for a win, 2 for a clean sheet, 1 for a goal. Like minimum 9, really. Would you do either TAA to a Villa defender or Gakpo to Everton attack? I'd definitely be TAA to a Villa defender for me, Ben. Like I was saying, right, like, if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, Slot's points and like a defender's points with no attacking returns, Slot basically can't get less than them. He can minimum 5. The draw is 3 points, clean sheet is 2 points. And if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, they're probably likely to win, right? It's probably not going to be 0-0 draw against Everton or Bournemouth. So my expectation is that he outscores defender unless they get attacking returns. So obviously for me, Alisson is one that stands out as the one I'd move. But if you have TAA, Gakpo, Salah, I'd probably go TAA. I feel like it's got to be a gut call of who you think is going to score more points. But my gut call is that Gakpo has the highest ceiling and upside. Obviously with that 16-pointer. Yeah, I know the whole point, but don't listen to the whole world. You know, if you believe something, like, I think you should go for that. To me, it doesn't make sense to sell Gakpo. I like it. Like, I think he'll start both games as well. I think he might be a little bit minutes restricted in those games, but look, it might not work out. But you've got to go with what you believe in this sort of game. I think with these sort of calls, I don't think they have a clue why they're doing that. Like, I read it. Would I go with a Villa defender or another defender? Yeah, that's what I was just saying to Niels. I'd go with the Villa. I'd go for like Luca Dean if I could. But what you got to consider is if Liverpool obviously beat Tottenham midweek, and then Villa and Liverpool are going to be blanking in 29. So you're going to have Salah, Gakpo, probably Rodgers, Digne. Then you've probably got Isak as well. That's 5 players. You obviously want to be able to field an 11 for game week 29. Just think about if you had to move one of those each week up to 29. Would you get to a stage where you could have 11 playing players for 29? If you can't, then no point going for a Villa defender for the double game week because it will just cost you further down the line in 29. You might as well just go for a pick that you think is a really good pick over the next few weeks. And for me, there's a few options I think you could go for. What would I say? Like Everton, like, not bad. I'd say Arsenal probably nice. But Villa, to be honest, have nice fixtures. But yeah, again, it'll hurt you later down the line. I'd probably go Villa defender, to be honest. If you can get there in 29, you have enough transfers to cover 29. Yeah, then I think go Villa defender because Wolves and Ipswich as well. Like, some nice fixtures, regardless of the Liverpool game. You just got to hope, obviously, Lucas doesn't get rotated. But I mean, realistically, if you look at him this season, he's started 20 of the 23 games this season for Villa. So he's been rested in 3, but I mean, that's not bad odds for me. That's what I'd do. Niels, I agree if it was wrong to sell Gakpo. You're definitely making me think about Slot. I'm a bit of a gambler, hence initial thoughts was Moyes. I do think he's worth free hitting in game week 29 too. That again, definitely make-up of team dependent. Definitely results of FA Cup dependent for me. I think we'll have a clearer picture again after this week. It's going to get easier and easier along the way. I could easily get to 28 and be like, screw it, I'm going to free hit here. I can manage 34 and it's better free hitting in 29. But we'll see. Yeah, also, guys, if this is helpful, you're enjoying this stuff, please remember to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps. Putting in a lot of work at the moment, so hopefully you guys are enjoying what's going on. I definitely appreciate you guys. Actually, like, I really enjoy streaming and chatting to you guys about stuff because you've all got different ideas, and it definitely, everyone I think is team dependent. There's no one. Sorry, Finners, I'm coming to you, mate. Apologies. -4 of Alisson to Pickford to get a slot worth it. Fuck, this was the talk. This was the chat that we've had, mate. I think for Alisson, I think so. Thanks, Nils. Yeah, I really think Moyes is not the one, Nils. But like, I think if you want to gamble in game week 25, that's definitely something I think is a decent option. Look, this might come to bite me in the back later, but I really feel strongly about Slot being a better option than Moyes. Like I said, like if Liverpool beat Everton, there's nothing he can do. He cannot get more points, and I think Liverpool will beat Everton. Anyway, guys, yeah, thank you. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I don't know if I should try and reply to some of the guys that left me comments. Anyway, finish. Let's. What was it? 121, 1300? Oh no, 122, 122, 122. I was trying to do it off the top of my head. I didn't look, I swear. 122, 1300. That is right for sure. And Jonesy, I get to your third team, mate. You can't always have all the joy. I haven't forgotten about you. You just got a bunch of teams. You and Finners are both great though, so. Alright, mate. What are we talking today? Let me reread your thoughts. Some advice for you to start, etc. Yeah, okay, cool. So you have Salah. You just have one Liverpool. Do you have 2 free transfers? You brought in Gakpo and I. Okay, cool. So no assistant managers this week. I think for you, mate, it's probably a TC. It's probably a triple captain. P2 show, we'll get to you, mate. Just give me a second to get through this team review. Who's to start? Out of Flecken and Sells. Ooh, Brentford, Tottenham, Forest, Brighton. Probably Sells. Oh, I know Tottenham are missing a lot of attacking players, but I think I'm probably more confident in the Nottingham Forest defence than Brentford. It would be Hall and Einar over the P2 show. Or are you wanting me to pick one of those 3? Let me know. I'll answer that. That's an easy question. And then Mikalenko, Einar, Gabriel would be the 3 I start at the back here, Finners. Like I've been talking about Robinson, I think he's playing a little bit deeper at the moment. What will Villa double on 25? There'll be Ipswich and Liverpool. And then in midfield, Ahmad, Gordon, Salah, Foden. Ooh, nice. I love Foden at the moment. I'm loving Foden. Oh, sorry, you had Kanate. You brought Kanate in. Who did you bring Kanate in for, Finners? It'd probably be then Einar, Mikalenko, Kanate. Oh no, Einar or Gabriel. Oh, that's a tough one. Einar or Gabriel. Let me think about that as I go through the rest of the team. Oh, you took it. Yeah, great. Thanks for making my decision easy. Is Hall the obvious answer of the 3? Not so sure he's obvious. I think I would say Nottingham Forest are more likely to keep the clean sheet, but Hall's probably more likely attacking return, and I probably prefer to go attacking return, so I'd probably go Hall. Because clean sheets are so hard to pick these days. Eze's not playing for Palace, so wouldn't Brentford defence better than Nottingham Forest? Yeah, but they got this new young lad, Eze, the 19-year-old. I think he looks really nice for Palace. Sorry, I get to you in midfield, Venus. I'm coming. Yeah, so Einar, Kanate, Mikalenko. Then Gordon, Salah, Foden, Palmer. And what was your other transfer? Sorry, Gakpo in for Cunha? No. Rush me, mate. That's fine. Don't worry. That's what I'm here for, answering your questions. If I'm not doing my job, tell me off. That's alright. Gakpo in for Cunha, right? Then I'll go, Gakpo, Isak. Then it's been between Ahmad and Wood. I wouldn't bench Gordon. I wouldn't bench Gordon. Ahmad v Wood. I think that's got to be a gut, mate. That's got to be a gut call. I mean, United's a difficult one because, yeah, they follow the same tactical routine, but they just don't turn up some weeks. And Forest, against Brighton are going to press them very high. Maybe that plays into Forest on the counter. I'd probably go Wood over Ahmad. I'd probably bench Ahmad. He's burnt me in the past, but I'm just trying to think tactically how the games play out. Brighton play pretty high. Forest are going to try and break that press with the quick ball out wide. Wood's going to be on the end, so maybe I see Forest scoring a couple of goals in that game. I'm saying that as I know that I'm benching Wood in my actual team. Jan, hey mate, good to have you back. Aina is a good fixture and some threat. Yeah, I agree, Inky, I agree. I think his forward threat's not that big though. I don't think going forwards he's that much of a threat. I know he scored a goal and stuff, but he doesn't pick up super attacking positions. Jan, is it worth to have both Mbeumo and Wissa? You're talking to a bloke with both Mbeumo and Wissa, so let's hope so. Especially against Tottenham, man. Dragusin got injured as well for them. Like, they're just injuries after injuries at the moment. So, yeah, for me, mate. For me, yeah, it's worth having both. Not like, doesn't have to happen, but I'd say worth having both. Neil's currently weighing up as if Moyes and Trent or Gakpo. Moyes and Trent or Gakpo beat Slot and Digne. Don't think of it like that though, mate. Or, I mean, this is what I expect to happen. Moyes to get 8 points plus whatever, like 1 or 2 against Liverpool. Slot to get 16. So if you think like, if you genuinely take a statistical approach to it, probably expected points for Slot's 16. Expected points for Moyes is probably like 8, 9. So then you're saying 9 plus Gakpo versus. Why is that your choice? I mean, yeah, I see. Definitely, I don't think Gakpo to Ndiaye Raul looks nice at all. I don't think that looks nice at all. I mean, I do actually like Ndiaye in the positions he's picking up for Everton at the moment, the way that Moyes is getting him player higher up. Just got back from cricket match. Me too, bro. I just got back from cricket. I'm here earlier than you, bro. How did you get on today, Luca? I reckon I got one over on you today. I had a great game today. I literally, you can tell from my hair, I came straight out of the shower into this. I have to get rid of Trent and Gakpo. Yeah, I understand, Niels. I think like getting rid of Trent for Digne looks a bit nicer to me. And Villa v Wolves is not bad. I see what you're saying, but like, I also would just say, have you played your triple captain already, Niels? Because like, honestly, if you're going to pick Moyes, I'd just say, why don't you weigh up not playing your assistant managership, playing it later in the season? For one less game. I lost my 6 runs, could have won my team the game and got out with 2 overs to go. No, mate. How many did you get? Start Flecken or Henderson? Oh. I know I've got a lot of United fans in this chat, but I'd start Henderson. Sorry, United fans. Jack, hey mate. You played triple captain already, Niels. Yeah, mate. Mate, genuinely, like, if you're like forcing Moyes in, think about just not playing it. Save it to later. 36 to 38. If you want to gamble, not that bad. But honestly, like, I think if you don't have to take a free, if you don't have to take a -4, Slot and Digne looks nice to me. But obviously, like, if Tottenham beat Liverpool, then it's kind of a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying. Jack, to get Slot, I have to get Trent out. Do you think it's worth it? And then Trent for who? Yeah, that's sort of what we're talking about. I think if it's for a -4, I wouldn't do it. Like, that's what we chatted through on this channel in a bit of detail. 16 tail ender came in at 9. Nice, mate. That was actually solid. Stop talking, Luca. I don't want to hear from you about football. You can keep talking about cricket. Oh, this is rubbish. Yeah, I got 48 today, mate. I got caught on the boundary on 48. Terrible. They opened up. I haven't played. This is like my first game this season because I'm trying to get back into it because my interesting news for the chat is I'm trying to represent Cyprus, the national team at cricket at the moment. So I have to play a few games out here in Aussie and send it to the squad. Well, I'm in the squad, the national team squad. But I've obviously got to send them how I'm going. Trent would be for free, but I don't know which defender to bring in. It'd probably be Luca Dean because I think Aston Villa have a nice fixture against Wolves and a nice fixture against Ipswich next week. And Chelsea Palace. The only problem is them blanking in 29. So I think what you have to think about, Jack, is if you're trying to manage your way through 29, say you bring in Luca Dean, maybe he has the double in 25. If Liverpool beat Spurs, then Aston Villa will double as well. So Aston Villa will have Ipswich and Liverpool in 25. But then look at your team. Look at how many transfers you have to make through to 29. Yeah, we talked about Ndiaye, Luca. We did talk about him. Yeah. I remember talking about him on the stream with you. That was a good call. Yeah, sorry, Jack. So think about how many transfers through to 29. Can you make one transfer each week, moving these guys out of your team and get through to 29 with 11 playing players? If you can't, then maybe Dean is not the right one, and maybe you go for somebody who plays decent fixtures this week, next week, and 29. Brian, mate, sorry I didn't reply to your YouTube comment. I didn't get to anybody's YouTube comments today on the video because I was out playing cricket and I was obviously up live streaming last night. So thanks for tuning in to the stream and apologies again that I didn't get to you. Liam, start Colwell or Munoz. Yeah, I know, I missed out on half century. That was a bit annoying. I didn't know I was on 48 though. And also, the bloke that batted at the other end with me got a ton and got dropped 8 times. And I literally hit one ball up in the air and got caught. It's a joke. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, mate, if I could play national cricket for Cyprus, it'd be like the biggest achievement of my life, to be honest. And my brother's also trying to get passport. We're trying to get the Cypriot passports through my mum at the moment, which is good for travel anyway, to be honest. EU passport. My British one doesn't do anything for me anymore. Transfer all locked. Thank you, bro. No problem, Ian. Good luck this week, mate. Yeah, Luca, mate. And Ndiaye. I think you missed last week on the chat, but I was talking with one of the Everton fans, Matt Allen, who's not on here this week. But we were talking about how Moyes is not making their wingers defend as much, so Everton can get their attacking players on the ball higher up the pitch. And that's what's driving their attacking threat a little bit more than under Dyke. Obviously, they didn't have that. But their solidity at the back, because they're so well coached under Sean Dyche defensively, is still good. It's still reasonably good. So, yeah. Also, why not Moyes? You have probably covered that already. Yeah, we have. But we'll talk about it again for you, Brian. While I'm here, because Finners, I answered all your questions, right? Just FYI. Let me know. Because you're important, so is everyone else. But Finn is very important as well. And then Jonesy's final team was the last team review that I needed to do as well. But I'll come back to these questions. 6953412. Yeah, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. If I'm helping you guys, it really helps my channel grow. We're 1.1k subscribers now. We're on the run for 2k. We're on the right run for 2k. Okay. Did I miss any comments? If I did miss it, I'm going to bring you, Brian. But if I missed any other comments, let me know. Nick Lee, I know you just like to just tell me about the things I did wrong, mate. But it's all right because you're my mate, so we're good. But I'll come round to your house and haunt you. Joking. Alright, Brian, hey bro, thoughts on selling Diaz and bringing in Slot? Also tempted to bring in Ndiaye in for Mateta, but I think rolling and transfer for the unpredictable Gameweek 25. What are your 3 Liverpool, Brian? Yeah, so why not Moyes? As I was saying, right, I just think there's way more upside to slot, like way more upside. And there's doubling twice, so two things. One, you don't have to make a manager change, like transfer, next week. And I appreciate what Neil said, that maybe I didn't quite appreciate before, is that he said, if you have to make the transfer this week to move a Liverpool player out, that's really a transfer that you're saving the week after. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's a transfer that's okay anyway and you're planning to make. So for you, for example, maybe you're trying to make one of these. But what I'd say is, if Slot beats Everton, if Liverpool beat Everton, there's no way that Moyes can get more points than Slot in the week. So there's just higher upside for me. Like, I don't see Everton beating Liverpool. And look, like, things could happen. Like, things could happen. But, I mean, they have not scored a lot of goals this season. I think the best you can hope for is a draw for Everton. And then, yeah, maybe Moyes can pick them off. But they could even lose to Leicester, man. They can even lose. I'm sure everyone's just assuming Liverpool double next week. I know it's likely, but it's not guaranteed. Yeah, but also I think, like, what my plan would be is I'd probably move to Marco Silva next week. Trent, Salah and Diaz, yeah, that's tough, mate. That's actually tough because I don't know. Diaz will probably play both. Suku, good to see you, bro. I'd probably move Trent, man. I'd probably move Trent. And I was also talking about this before, Brian. It's like, if Liverpool keep... Like, if Trent doesn't get attacking returns, then Trent's the best option, because... Jan Mower, did I miss your question, man? Start 2, Hall Robinson or THB? Who's THB? Start Flecken or Henderson. Start 2, Hall Robinson. I don't know who THB is. Am I losing it? Maybe I am. Taylor, Harwood, Bellis. Hall Robinson, for sure. Spurs could upset though. Yeah, but I think I brought this up, and I'll share it again before I get back to the team reviews. Oh no, that's not that screen. These are the fixtures, right, in GW25. So, have I got that on the screen? Yeah. So Spurs could upset, yeah, but they only have one table boost possible, right? They have the table boost versus Fulham, and they have no table boost versus Man United. So you could definitely go Ange. And then Fulham, you have the table boost possible against Nottingham Forest, and then no boost versus Tottenham. So if that happens, then you've got two options. But also, like, Arsenal could come back from 2-0 down to Newcastle, then they could double. And then their double would be Leicester and Chelsea would double Ipswich and Brighton. So I'd probably go Maresca. I'm just scared Slot is benched. That's the best comment of the day, man. Best comment of the day. That is also something that you don't have to worry about. Like, you probably have to worry about that with some of the Liverpool players, is because the fixtures are coming thick and fast. And I think for 24, you're not going to have any rotation concerns. But I think for 25, there's a chance that, like, a Trent or a Gakpo gets rotated. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Brian. So I kind of agree with you. Probably move a Trent because, yeah, like I said, if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, Trent gets 6 points, right? Let's say he doesn't get attacking returns. I know that's a big assumption, but let's just say that for now. If Liverpool keep a clean sheet, Trent gets 6 points. If Liverpool keep a clean sheet, Slot gets 5 points. 2 points for the clean sheet, 3 points for minimum draw. And I think if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, it's more than likely that Liverpool win, because I don't think they're going to 0-0 draw with Everton or with Bournemouth. So it's likely the Slot ends up on 8-9 points minimum. So really Trent would need an attacking return there. We'll be taking out Diaz for Kluivert though. Yeah, I like Kluivert from 25. But, like, if you don't have Mikalenko, I'd probably bring in Trent for Mikalenko, or I'd bring in Trent for Luka Dean, because Luka Dean might double in 25, and if he doesn't double in 25, he plays Wolves and Ipswich 24-25. So dirty that they dropped the double game week bomb yesterday. I'm going to have to stick with TC this week and hope Gakpo covers Slot's points. Yeah, mate. I mean, it's a bit crazy. Bournemouth have nice fixtures coming up. Yeah, they do. They do. I totally agree. From 25, amazing fixtures. It's from an attacking perspective, all the way through to 33. Really nice fixtures from Bournemouth. So I'm all for bringing in a Clive, a Dango, or a Semenyo. Gakpo, Eze to Clive and Watkins and slot AM -4. Ooh. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'm not seeing anything like that. You get Watkins for the double and Villa, the 2 good fixtures. And Chelsea and Crystal Palace and Brentford as well. Villa have some nice fixtures from attacking. Watkins could be real nice to have. This is, like, I've sort of been saying don't do that generally, but I really like that, Harley. I actually really like that. I can see a lot of upside there. Especially if Liverpool beat Tottenham and Watkins doubles next week as well. Yeah, man, I like it. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, honestly, I'm not that big on -4s, but it's something a little bit different. And you get that upside of Watkins. Trent in or out? Yeah, I would say Trent out, man. Trent out. That's what I was saying. Did I not make that clear? Brian, sorry, man. What was I saying? You'd be taking out Diaz for Cliver. Yeah, but sorry, I was saying Cliver was a nice pick, wasn't I? Yeah, but I think Diaz has a higher upside. Sorry, I know I was saying they have nice fixtures, but yeah, it'd still be Trent out over Diaz for me, just because I think there's still much bigger upside in that Liverpool attack for double than defence. And I've been talking a lot this season about Trent's positioning as well, not leading to as many attacking returns. But it has varied over the last few weeks. I think Bournemouth, he has a chance of getting some attacking returns. But yeah, Trent out for me, mate. I would Trent out to keep Diaz. I'd go Trent for Luca Dean. If you can, again, like I said, then think about your team between game week 25 and game week 29. If you can make transfers each week, one transfer each week, and you can get to 29 with 11 playing players, because you probably have like 2 Liverpool, Isak, Rodgers, and Dean, then can you make enough transfers, given your bench players, to make sure you have 11 playing players for 29? That's really important. I like the move, just all my eggs in one basket, need Liverpool to beat Spurs, so Villa and Liverpool double game week 25. Yeah, it's a big call, mate. It's a big call. And Luca will be telling you that's not going to happen. FPL MFZ, I do Canai to Kirkus to afford slot. And I'm pretty sure that I haven't got through somebody's team reviews. Probably Jonesy in it. I'm always leaving you, Jonesy. Sorry, mate. I'm coming to you. Final team, right? Are you here, Jonesy? If you're here, chuck a message in the chat. FPL MFZ, I did Canai's Kirkus to afford slot. Don't mind. I don't know who to play, Kirkus, Castagno, or Munoz. Ooh, Munoz. For sure, Munoz. I think that's an easy call. Attacking potential, clean sheet potential, both FPL MFC. Also good to see you back, mate. Thanks for joining in. Jones, are you here, mate? If you're here, I'll do your final team now. If not, I'll just wait for you to paste in the chat and then I'll do Suku. Because I know you're always floating about Jonesy, so I don't want to do your team while you're not around. I'll do Suku for now, and then if you post them, I'll come straight back to you. I'll stop whatever I'm doing. Riley, yeah, this is you, right, Suku? Any thoughts on what you've done? Team needs so much help on what chips to use, triple captain, assistant manager, some help on what to do. Have you made any transfers yet this week, Suku? If not, then you've got 2 free transfers, I imagine. And you have Virgil, Lewis, and Salah. You did João Pedro to Ndiaye and Gordon to Mbumo. Okay, so you got no free transfers. No free transfers. I think I'd TC. in your position. I don't think I'd take a -4. Don't think I'd take a -4 to take out Virgil, Diaz or Salah. A triple captain, mate, because I think because you haven't used any of the chips either, it's going to get really difficult later in the season to fit in all the chips, and you'll be playing them for playing them's sake. I don't like the option of not triple captaining this week and waiting till next week, because Spurs could beat Liverpool and then there's no great triple captaincy option. It's a risk. It's probably a risk that's like a reasonable risk. Like Wolves and Villa are nice fixtures, but I think Bournemouth and Everton can be nice fixtures for Liverpool as well. I really do. So for me, no assistant manager for you, Suku. Like for your the way your team is. Yeah, as I was saying, Christian, I strongly suggest to you guys, and obviously I'll take the backlash, but and you have to make your own decision. But I'll take the backlash. I strongly suggest slot. 24 and 25 if possible, if Liverpool double. Yeah, and then your starting team, I'd go Southampton got Ipswich, eh? Ramsdale, put him in goal if he's not fit. Fine. What was the Southampton comment on Ramsdale? Oh, they think he'll be alright. Yeah, I'll play Ramsdale. Ramsdale will be Ipswich. I just don't think Brighton will keep clean sheet against Forest. Virgil, Mikalenko, Ainavi Gabriel. Toss up. Sorry, you didn't make any transfers in defence, yeah. Ainavi Gabriel, I think's a bit of a toss up. I'd probably go Gabriel just for that potential of a goal that could give you a big win. Then Gordon, Diaz, Palmer, Salah, Isak, and Dai. Cunha. Bench Semenyo, bench Kirkes, bench Aina for me, Suku, and Verbruggen, which I know that's probably a big call, but Southampton being a bit of shambles, and I'll be talking about how their defence has been shambles. If you don't love my Ramsdale shout, you can go Verbruggen. It's just because I don't think Ipswich are that good either. Go with your heart. My heart says Ramsdale. Raya in doubt said Fabianski to Sanchez. No, not to Sanchez. Sanchez is in doubt too, Christian. He might play Jorgensen this week. That was what Maresca's talking about in his press conference. Yeah, I think I'd start Cunha over Semenyo, Suku. Personally, I like Dango and I like Kluivert, and I don't like Semenyo for Bournemouth. I know he got that goal last week, but I don't like his finishing. I don't really love his positioning either. I know he's on transfer wing, so he's probably better off this week than most weeks. But if you feel differently, feel free to go for your choice. But I think Villa could concede. They haven't been defensively super solid. And I've been suggesting Likadine a lot, but Cunha's due, mate. Cunha's due. I don't mind Semenyo. I don't mind Semenyo or Cunha, to be honest. I think I'd go Cunha. Don't mind either. He's not going to get any clean sheet points. Alright, guys. 1 hour, 10 minutes left to go. Please remember to like and please subscribe to the channel. It will really help me. I have hit 1.1k subscribers recently. It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed all the live streams with you guys, much more than the videos that I create, to be honest. Very tiring, the videos. The live streams are awesome. Love having you guys on. Jonesy, here you are. All right, let's get your last team up. You're back. I was waiting for you. Let me find your ID now. 69534112. And then I need to make my transfers and lock in the assistant manager on Arnie slot. We didn't do this team, did we, Jonesy? This final one? When do you think I should use my AM chip Aussie in the future? Congrats on 1 point. Okay, thanks, Suku. I would say 31 to 33, I think, or 36 to 38. At the moment, I'd probably say 36 to 38 is the best time. There is a very small chance that there are 2 doubles between 31 and 33 as well. It must be time to look at your team. Probably is, mate. 10 o'clock's deadline, mate. I've got a little bit of time. Let's do Jonesy first. Can't keep him hanging. No, we did not. Excellent. There we go. Let's do this one, and then I'm going to cut. If anybody puts in their team IDs, I'm just going to cut, make my transfers. You guys can give me shit about what I'm doing, and then we'll get back to everyone else. Alright, so obviously this one, you got the Raya Fabianski issue again. This one has Kanate and Bumo Gakpo, no free transfers. Who do they come in for? For Gvardiol, Ilanga, Wood? I don't know. Who'd you bring him in for? Who'd you bring him in for? Raya Robinson. No free transfers. And only 0.2 mil in the bank. But only 2 Liverpool. But the 0.2 in the bank. Oh no, 3 Liverpool. You got Gakpo as well. Gakpo, Kanate. What? How do you have 4 Liverpool players? They came in for Watkins, Diaz, and Iwobi. Oh yeah, you took Diaz out. Alright. Oh, you took out Watkins? That's rough this week. It's rough. Now you might double. It's the problem. Like, do you know what? I've been playing a few more earlier transfers this season, but this one's really been rough. Funnily enough, I rolled this week, so I was a bit lucky. Oh man, this is a tough one. You've used your TC again, man. I think you save your assistant manager. I think you save it. Because you have to take a hit. You'd even have to take a hit for Moyes. I'm not even suggesting Moyes. Let me just put it out there. But you'd have to take a hit. I think you save your assistant manager 36 to 38. You go with this team. So Raya's your problem at the moment. You've obviously got to take a bit of a gamble. Bit of a gamble that he's available. I'm just looking at Fabianski. I think he should be fit. Right? They didn't say anything on him in the press conference though. He didn't play last week. Anyone know the news on Fabianski? Anyone know the news on Fabianski? They didn't say anything in the presser. I think I missed it. He obviously didn't play last week. And Ariola played. Just dropped. It's pretty rogue. Yeah, so in this team, mate, it would be... Sorry, you took out Watkins, Diaz and Iwobi. But you brought in Kanate. How could you have... Those don't add up, mate. Who was the defender you took out? You couldn't have taken those 3 out because you brought in Kanate. And Bumo and Gakpo for Watkins and Diaz. And then it couldn't have been Iwobi, no? Hey, Luca, welcome back, mate. Who was the guy that you took out? Who's the defender you took out, Jonesy? Doesn't add up, mate. You got to help me. Would I start Harvard or Wood, though? Probably be Wood. Probably be... Very... He took Lewis out also. For who? Tony Gamma, man, it's been a while. Hey, man. Welcome back. Haven't seen you for many streams. Who to bench? Wissa, Rogers, or Mateta? Josie, who's Lewis out for? You made 4 transfers? You're confusing me, man. Kanate and Bumo Gakpo in. Must be one more in. No. Yeah, it must be one more in. One more striker. Who did you take Watkins out for? Watkins out for who? For Gakpo? Sorry, for Gakpo. And then the two midfielders. I'm confused. Diaz and Iwobi out for Mbumo and someone else. Who is the other one? What if Spurs knock Liverpool out? If Spurs knock Liverpool out, then Spurs double and Fulham double in 25. So you either play your assistant manager chip on Ange. Watkins out for Gakpo. Yeah. But then who is Iwobi and Diaz out for? And Mbumo +1. Mbumo +1, mate. Who's the other midfielder? You said you took Iwobi out as well. Help me. Sorry, I was talking peaceful meditation. Yeah, there's then you have Spurs knock out Liverpool, then Spurs and Fulham double in 25, and that will be their doubles. Bear with me. Spurs will double Fulham and Man United, and Fulham will double Forest and Spurs. I'll put it up on the screen after I do Jonesy's team. Well, the midfielder, man. Hey, bro, you're killing me. Alright, I'm going to do 2 of your 4 transfers. Just give me the 4 in and 4 out. What was other midfielder? You said Iwobi and Diaz out in midfield. Yeah. Lewis, Diaz, Watkins, Iwobi, yeah. And Mbumo, Gakpo, and Kanate. That's who you told me was in. There's one other midfielder you're missing in. Sorry, maybe it's just me being an idiot, but I can't work out. Tell me if anyone in the chat sees it, then tell me, man. Made the transfer, Brian Tarkowski in for Trent. Ooh, alright. Should I use my final transfer to put Pickford in for Progression? Nah, just roll, mate. Just roll. Well, it depends, really. Like, is that what you want long term? If you want Pickford in long term, think about your strategy towards 29. João Pedro's in Doi worth -1. No, Tony, definitely not. Cliver! Sorry, bro. Maybe that was me being dumb. Jonesy. Alright, so now we got it. We're in the game. So, Timber. No, Everton defence. Timber, Robbins. Oh, I've actually I've got something to say about Guardiola. So Kanate, obviously. I'm going to say Keane, obviously. Oh, Keane, not starting for Everton. Yeah, maybe don't put him in. If he comes off the bench, don't put him in. Peaceful meditation, but let me get to you, bro. Just give me a second. Nick's also, I'll answer that question too, bro. Just give us a second to get through this. So yeah, Kanate, I would actually play Gvardiol, and let me tell you why, because when I watched last week, I was kind of annoyed I moved him out. Basically, what happened last week is Man City went back to how Gvardiol had been playing earlier in the season when he was getting attacking returns. They played with just a back 2, and they allowed Nunez and Gvardiol to bomb up the wing. Gvardiol is getting into those attacking positions that he hasn't been getting into for the last 5-6 game weeks, when he's basically had no idea what he was doing, because Lewis was inverting in defensive midfield from right back role, and then Gvardiol was having to tuck in a back 3 because City was so scared defensively. So now he's sort of bombing on forwards. And what I was saying in the midfield that Kovacic and Lewis kept getting caught too high in defensive midfield role. Now Kovacic is sitting behind the ball and protecting that back 2, and City just looks so much better. I think defensively they still have some issues. Sometimes Kovacic gets brought up a little bit too high. Niels, I can give you the team news, but honestly I didn't have a chance to put the graphic up today. I'm sorry, I was out all day at cricket. But if you have any questions, ask, and I can run. I can even run through the teams one by one if that makes it easier. I'll try and get to it ASAP. Yeah, Luke, I'll get to you as well, man. So yeah, I think Guardiola, I think Konate, and I think probably Robinson over Timber for the potential for attacking return, even though he's playing a little bit deeper. Then midfield, Diaz was out for Mbumo, so Mbumo, Salah, Palmer, and Iwobi went for Cliver. Probably Cliver. And then Isak, Gakpo, Wood. You still have Wood? Yeah, I still have Wood. Isak, Gakpo, Wood. So I'll probably bench Elanga. Elanga v Cliver for me is quite close. I'd probably start Milenkovic, like so. Both goal threat, Nottingham Forest have better odds on clean sheet. Not odds, but I think they have a better chance of a clean sheet. Need the transfers long term, Brian. Yeah, then don't do it. Sort of forgot what I was saying. Maybe. Yeah, roll the transfer. I don't think you need Cliver. Not this week. Maybe 25. Maybe you can move or even 26. You can move Rodgers to Cliver in 26 if Villa double in 25. All right, let me get through a couple more questions. Nick, I believe Liverpool players will gain more than Slot in the 2 double game weeks at AM. I don't believe it's smart move on Slot. Thoughts? I believe there is potential for their attacking players to get more points, but I think if you have an Alisson, and this is the way I sort of phrased it, if you have an Alisson, if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, Alisson gets 6 points. Not going to get any more, right? Liverpool probably going to score. Even if they don't score, it probably doesn't get a bonus. If Liverpool keep a clean sheet, Slot gets minimum 5 points. He gets 2 for the clean sheet and 3 because the worst that it will be is a draw. So minimum 5 points, and I think if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, they're likely going to win, right? They're probably going to score. So you get 2 plus 6, 8 points, and probably a goal. So, 2 plus 6, 8 points plus a goal, 9. So I think if it's for an Alisson, it's definitely worth moving him out for Slot, because I think ultimately he's going to score more points, which is why I think it's a good move. I don't think it's that great to be moving Gakpo or Salah out. Trent, for me, I think I'd probably move him if it wasn't for a -4, because Liverpool have obviously got to keep those clean sheets for him to pick up the big points that Slot can make. But yeah, I would say I wouldn't move a Gakpo or a Salah for Slot, but I'd move a Trent or an Alisson because I think Slot will outscore both of them. And then the double-double, if Liverpool overcome Spurs, a big if, just gives you another 2 game weeks. If Liverpool obviously don't, you can move to Marco Silva or an Ange. But if they do, I think there'll be a little bit of rotation with some of those Liverpool players. Probably not Alisson, but maybe Trent in game week 25. I would expect maybe a little bit of rotation if they're doubling there. Piece of rotation, is it necessary for me to have AM this game week or next game week at all? Can't trust Liverpool or Everton. You can't trust Liverpool? Tough mindset. I don't think it's necessary. I think if you have to take a -4 or a -8, I wouldn't do it. I'd play a triple captain on Salah though. If you haven't used any of your chips, I would try and use one in 24, because it's going to get a lot more difficult later down the line to use all your chips between 30 and 38 if you haven't used any. If you've used your triple captain already, yeah, I don't think it's a necessity for you to play AM. I don't think it's a necessity at all. I think it is the optimal move if you don't have to take a -4 or a -8. But I think that AM is really good in 36 to 38. And there is a small chance that between 31 and 33 there are going to be another 2 doubles. And I know no one's talking about this because no one looks at fixtures, but that is honest truth. And I was praying that something like this didn't happen because I thought I was going to kill everyone later in the season. So a bit annoyed that this happened. Luca, yeah, mate. And then I really need to do my team. Heath, good to see you, mate. Kirkes or Greaves? Kirkes or Greaves? Ooh, Greaves. Nick's Trent gap pay Salah. Yeah, if you can do it not for a -4, I'd move Trent. If you have to make a -4, I wouldn't. I'd play triple captain on Salah. Start Rodgers or Ahmad Rodgers, Niels. Any team news mainly on Raya? Yeah, the Raya news. I'll tell you the quotes. Basically, what they said is it was a muscle injury, and he said. Arteta's quote was, "He certainly could not play. He is injured, and that is it. Let's see how it goes for this weekend." Which is not great. But Arteta's like, you can't trust anything he says, so just is up in the air, mate. Honestly, up in the air. I think if he's able to play, he'll play because Man City is such a big game for them. Clive or Gordon? I'd play Gordon. Jonesy. Hall or Robinson? I'd play Hall. I think better attacking returns chances now with Robinson playing that more orthodox fullback role. You had it all figured out with the chip strats and Mount has been torn apart. Yeah, and I was like banging on about how 24 is a terrible time to play a chip. Now here I am playing it. Alright. I took Luca, do you have like let me just do you, man. Text me, I have no free transfers. If I make a move for Trent Alexander, I'll take him, I'll take -4. Yeah, Nixon, I don't think you need to make it, mate. But I'd probably play the triple captain if you haven't used any of your other chips on Salah. I wouldn't wait for 25 just in case Tottenham knock them out, and then it's hard, like there's no good week. 2197148. 2197148. After this, I'm stopping team reviews for a minute to do my own team, and like actually play my assistant manager chip and make the Alisson transfer, and then I'll come back to them. I will come back to team reviews. But Luke is such an OG now, I've got to do it before I do my own team. Alright mate, what did you say? Have you made any transfers this week, mate? Guys, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel if I've been helpful, really helps me. It just gives me the energy, honestly. Like when I see the subscribers ticking up, when I see the likes, when I see the views, it really means a lot. Especially like even average watch time for me, like how long you've watched the videos for. I see all of that stuff, and it just gives me a boost when I see stuff going up. So I appreciate when you watch like my videos in the week to the end. I appreciate when you just give a like, even when you just comment on them, even if it's just say nice job or something. If you don't have questions. Like all of this boost engagement on the videos helps my channel grow. Really appreciate it. So thank you if you have subscribed already. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. Sorry, Brian, let me come to you after, man. Leafoo, big man, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Okay, Luca. Originally was thinking of rolling and TC Chala, but with news, thinking of bringing my Moyes AM. No. Yeah. Alisson's Pickford slot AM. That's what I'm doing, man. That's what I'm doing. These are my transfers. I'm going Alisson. I've got one free transfer. Let me reset. I'm going Alisson to Pickford with the one free transfer. Where is this guy? So I would recommend this because obviously I'm doing it. So I can't like not recommend something that I'm actually doing. Alisson to Pickford, that makes the free transfer go down to 0. Slot obviously does not cost a free transfer, so you can bring him in for free. I just had enough. Made that call last night, so that was nice. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. No, there's no 25 pointer coming from Moyes, man. Liverpool are going to beat Everton. Come on, man. This is what I'm saying, man. If I'm saying it this whole stream, if Liverpool beat Everton, Moyes can't score more points than Slot. It's not possible. So I just think going for Moyes, I'm willing to take all the backlash afterwards from you guys, but I just think it's the wrong decision. And even if Liverpool lose to Bournemouth tonight and Everton beat Leicester, which I think is not that likely, I still am going to think it's a better option because I still think Liverpool are going to beat Everton. Like I know Moyes has made them a little bit better. If Liverpool get a double again next week, will you hold Slot? Yeah, definitely will. That's also another thing that obviously I'm keen to do. Is not have to move another free transfer. Yeah, I definitely would. It would be Wolves. What would it be? Wolves and Villa. Yeah, hold Slot now. No reason not to. Liverpool could win 4. Liverpool could win 4. That's 32 points, but in 2 weeks, such a big swing. That's like 20k rank. Well, I mean, it could be even more than that rank if you're a higher rank. Who is double 25? I'm so keen on Ange. If we win against Liverpool, we can beat Fulham and get table bonus. Yeah, man. I think Ange / Marco Silva is a tough call, and like, let's see how Spurs play, man. Let's see if you get your players back. You obviously lost Dragusin as well in the week, so Moyes will shock everyone. Might do, mate. He might do. I honestly think Moyes has been really good for Everton lately. He's obviously pushed their not made their attackers come back as deep. He's allowed their attackers to be receiving the ball higher up the field, and that's why they've got this more attacking threat now. And their defensive solidity has still remained from the Dyche days. So I think he's done great, but I just don't think he's done enough for Everton to suddenly beat Liverpool, man. These are the doubles, Levu. So if Tottenham beat Liverpool, they'll double in game week 25. They'll play Fulham and Man United. They'll get a possible boost against Fulham, not confirmed yet though, and no table boost against United regardless of the results, I think. Fulham then also double in 25. Yeah, Luca, I do think the pick for transfer. Table boost possible v Nottingham Forest. No boost v Tottenham. I'm coming back to your team by the way, Luca. Liverpool beat Tottenham and double. And then Liverpool's doubles are Wolves and Villa. And Villa are also double v Liverpool and Ipswich. And then you've got the more outside chance of Arsenal coming back from 2-0 down against Newcastle. If they do, then they will double against Leicester and Chelsea will double v Ipswich and Brighton. Which is what, if Arsenal come back, I'm assistant managing Maresca against Ipswich and Brighton. Probably. I know Chelsea have not been in great form. Yeah, so Luca, as your team. And then guys, just give me a minute to do my team after this. Not convinced I'm going for Moyes. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'd go for Slot. I've said it many times, yes. I think 36 to 38 could be fine, man. I'd TC this week rather than Moyes. I'd triple captain Charlotte. I do believe in this decision. I truly in my heart believe in it. And yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I've got to tell you what I think, that's what I'm here for. Came back to this chaos. Yeah, bro. This all happened last night, Levu, mate. All happened last night. Slot is 1.5 mil, yeah. Yeah, so Alton out to Pickford. Start Hall, Gabriel Munoz. Bench Robinson. Palmer, Salah, Gordon, Rodgers, and Diaz. Whoa, Luca, what transfers did you make this week, man? You only got 2 Liverpool. Oh, 3. You got Alton here, sorry. Yeah, Palmer, Salah, Gordon, Rodgers, Diaz, Isaac and Whistler up top. Bench Wood. That's probably where I'm going. Yeah, was chilling with my climate change. You don't have a triple captain, Yaz? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think if you have to take a -4 to get to Slot and take Trent out, and it's not taking Alisson out, it's not worth playing assistant manager. Wait till 36. It's gonna hurt. Yaz, it's gonna hurt all season. Oh, Greaves. Oh yeah, Greaves. Greaves over who? Over Hall? Greaves, Gabriel, Munoz. I like Munoz against Man United. Yeah, Yaz, it's going to hurt all the way through the season because your rank's going to be behind everyone, which is again why I'm saying loads of content creators will tell you to play an assistant manager because they're going to play it because their rank's going to look good for the season. So when they post their videos and stuff, they can say they've got a higher rank. And then they have 3 weeks at the end of the season of everyone catching them, and who's going to care at that stage? So that's not why I'm doing it. I hope I've explained why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I've explained why you shouldn't do it in certain situations as well. So yeah, I think it's going to hurt for your season, but if you're someone who's just looking end of the season to beat your mates by the end, then hold it, man, hold it. All right, guys, I'm doing my flipping team. 45 minutes left. I'm making these transfers. I will be clicking it. Click. Assistant manager active. Confirming this transfer locks in. Guys, yeah, so this is what it looks like. So until I click confirm here, so just so you guys know, I can still deactivate it. I can still cancel assistant manager. Boom, gone. Boom, gone. Same works for triple captain. So I'll just show you guys before I do it. If you can play chip on Salah until you triple captain runs all the way to the end of it. You can always cancel it until the end of the deadline. Assistant manager, you can also hit play. And then when you get to transfers, you can see the option for it down here. But you can still cancel it. You can still cancel it. Until you confirm the transfer, you can still cancel that. So you play the chip. Alisson's gone. Pickford's in the game. Slot's in the game. No -4, 1 free transfer. Make transfer. This is what it says for any of you guys. Maybe I'll take a screenshot just so like I can show people at a later date if anyone asks. I'll put that in my screenshots. And then yeah, confirming this locks in your assistant manager. These transfers will be active for Gameweek 24. Confirm transfers and play assistant manager. Do we get money back after AM runs out? Yeah, you do. Alright, so now I would not be able to cancel it. You see, there's no option to cancel my assistant manager chip. So this chip cannot be cancelled once you activate it and confirm a manager transfer. Bench one of Rodgers and Clivert. Hey Evan, hey man. Yeah, we get the money back after Levu, so after 3 weeks. So I wish I could now triple captain slot. Just captain, give me the captaincy on slot. Do you know what I was going to try and... Nah, that's a bit too cheeky. Alright, so now captain on Mo. My vice probably no longer needs to be on Trent now. I'm not triple captaining. Probably goes on to Mbumo. Oh, please, slot, do the job. Winnable then. Pickford for Alisson, a slot AM, leaving 1 free transfer, 2 free transfers next week, which means I can bring in Watkins if they double for Isaac by 1 and Mbumo, probably with Gordon by 0.2 short of doing it. Yeah, I don't know whether I'd do it for Isaac. I don't know what I'd do for Isaac. I like Watkins, but I don't know if I'd do it for Isaac. And honestly, like, I think Watkins is great, given that Duran's obviously gone to Saudi now. If I bring in Slot. I think it's the way to go, mate. I do think it's the way to go. Have a think, like would you triple captain Salah otherwise? Do you have trip captain? Can I? This is my actual team. Who am I benching? Wood? Yeah, Wood. I think I'm benching Wood. Wild week. Captain on Salah in a double and an assistant manager. That's got to be so many points, man. Pickford on 6 yellows. Far out, Pickford. You know, he's got to get to 10 though. He's got to get to 10 to miss a game. Got to get to 10. Yeah, Luka. No free kick. No, you've not used your triple captain. So let's think about your team then, structure over the next few weeks. How do you get through to? Are you going to free hit in 29? Is that what your plan is? Do you remember what week Dykes got sacked? I think Moyes has been in for 2 weeks. Levu. If I look at the Everton games, I should be able to tell you. Yeah, Moyes was in charge for the Spurs 3-2 because I remember they scored a goal. They scored goals and everyone was like, oh my god, they're scoring. And he was in charge for this. I think he might have been in for the Villa game as well. Might have been in for the Villa game. I can check in a sec. Let me just talk through with Luca. You're about to TC. And you're going to free hit in 29. And then try and manage 34. The only thing about 34 is there could be like 8 teams blanking, man. Because the blank's not going to change. The blank's not going to change in 34. It's going to be the 4 FA Cup semi-finalists blanking. So at the moment we've obviously got, what am I showing on screen here? Yeah, this is what I'm showing. Alright, let me show you. I'll show you. If I get my face off screen, you don't have to look at me. Don't want to look at that ugly mug. And then you can see it properly. So blanking in 29 is basically whoever reaches the EFL Cup final. So you're between, you're like all the teams that we're talking about now, right? So Liverpool, Newcastle, Tottenham, Arsenal, and then their games are Palace in 34, Fulham, Villa. Yeah, so Palace would be Arsenal. Sorry, 29. What am I doing? 29. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, Tottenham, Fulham. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the other game. That's it, right? Yeah. Is that 8? Those are your potential blanks in 29. So like you get 2 blanks, right? You get the winner of Newcastle v Arsenal versus whoever they play. So either Arsenal blank v Chelsea or Newcastle blank v Palace, and then the winner of Liverpool Tottenham. So either Liverpool blank v Villa or Tottenham blank v Fulham. Those blank game weeks are moving into 25. Whoever blanks there, they move into 25. Unless it's the Newcastle game, the Newcastle v Palace, that's going to move later, potentially 33, but it could be 31 or 32. Could even be like 28. So then in 34, you've got the 4 FA Cup semi-finalists blanking. So that's more than just the 2 winners of this games. So in 34, your blanks are like, if assuming they are Premier League teams, any of these teams here that are still in the Premier League. Yeah, he came in for Villa, did he? Yeah, I think I remember him losing the first game. Yeah, so 34, there's going to be more blanks. So for me, that's why I'm saying try and manage your way through 29. Don't free hit in 29 and play your free hit in 34. Where if 4 teams blank, if 4 teams make it to the semi-final, then 8 teams are going to blank. If that makes sense. So say Tottenham, say like Liverpool, Tottenham, let's just say Arsenal, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Brentford. I know they're not all in it, right? But then in 24, in 34, Arsenal, Palace, Man City, Villa, Man United, Bournemouth, Brentford and Nottingham Forest are all blank. Like that'd be 8 teams blanking. So that's really hard to manage through. So that's why I'm always saying to you guys, try and manage the 29 rather than the 34. Like just free hit in the 34, try and manage your way through 29. We're obviously going to get more and more information, right? So round 4, some of the Premier League teams are going to get knocked out. Round 5, some of the Premier League teams are going to get knocked out. Then the quarterfinals in 29. So I think the problem is like you have to make the decision before the quarters. So you've got to sort of think, once you get to game week 27, you see who comes out in round 5, then you can pick whether you play a free hit here or free hit here. Thanks mate, I can't take credit for this, this is Ben Crellin's. But it's really good. If you want the link, shall I post it in the chat for you guys? Post it in the chat, the link. He updates it as well. That's what I use, it's so much easier. I actually do have my own, but it's just easier to use Ben's. It's like the European games I'm not on top of. So yeah, so I think once you get to 27, that's where you make your call. But I think that's why ideally you want to be trying to roll in your transfers through these sort of game weeks, because then here you can sort of make your calls. Or like if you're making transfers, try and transfer out players that are blanking in 29. That's my suggestion. So Yeah, I guess Luca for you, mate. I would make the Alisson to Pickford and I'd AM. Then, yeah, trade on next week, Gordon from Mbumo, maybe Mbumo and Dini double header for Hall and Gordon. Yeah, so I'd be looking at moving, like, obviously wait till the end of this week, see who goes through out of Newcastle. Because ultimately, if Liverpool go out to Spurs, which I know you're supporting, you're fine for 29. Because you just keep your Liverpool players. Like, you don't have to worry about them. And Villa players. So you don't have a problem with Rodgers, Diaz or Salah. It will just be like, maybe Isak or Gordon. And then even in that stage, then you have the problem. Then the problem is like Newcastle, Palace, and Fulham and Tottenham. So you'd be managing those guys. So it makes it a little bit easier. So I think you need to wait and see next week. You need to wait and see what happens in the EFL Cup semi-final, who goes through, and then you'll know who you want to move out. So I think you just make the one free this week. You roll the other transfer. And then next week, when we've got more information after this EFL Cup semi-final, we'll know who's blanking in 29. You know who the players are to target to bring out. No problem, mate. No problem at all. All right, let me answer these questions that have been coming in. Ashtraya Kludka already taken a hit on Triple Liverpool. They're gonna need another transfer to fund to get either Arseman. Sorry, did I miss anybody else's question? Sorry if I did. Brian, who would you bench, Mateo, Rodgers or Wissa? Man, I don't like that. Can you bench someone else? It'd probably be Rodgers, but I don't like benching him. It would be Rodgers out of those three, but if you bench someone else, I would. And then yeah, Ashraya, Kadkar, already taken a hit on Triple Liverpool, need another transfer of fund to get either Arsenal. Should I get Moyes or Slot? Don't take a hit to get either of them. Who's your Triple Liverpool? Just play your triple captain on Salah. Ashraya, just play your triple captain on Salah. Don't take 2 hits. If you're taking a -8, man, it's just not worth it. Not worth it. Edwin FIFA. Is your last name actually FIFA, Edwin? What an epic last name. Or is this like your FIFA account? Like you look at FIFA stuff on YouTube. If your last name's FIFA, then like I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. You're corrupt. You're corrupt. Would you transfer out Diaz to get slot in? If so, who? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't transfer out Diaz. I'd transfer out Trent or Alisson, but I wouldn't transfer out a Liverpool attacker for slot. Do I do Alisson to Pickford and buy slot for a -4? That one, Jez, is the one that I would do. Jez the Res. That is the only -4 I would do. Alisson to Pickford and slot in. Because I think slot covers Alisson so easily. Say if Alisson gets a clean sheet, he gets 6 points. Slot, if that happens, slot also immediately gets 5 points. 2 for the clean sheet, 3 for the draw minimum. But he'd probably win, so it would be like 8 points. Nicholas Lomi, you can see back in the chat, mate. Thoughts on going Gordon to Kluivert to allow for slot? Yeah. If it's for free, that's great. Big fan of that. Nice Excel sheet, thank you. Peaceful meditation, not mine. Can't take too credit for it. Edwin, not sure if you answered my question. I've missed it. Was there another question, Edwin? Or was that the one? Sorry, I was going back. I hadn't got through all the questions. I was chatting away. No, just that one, right? Luca, I did the pick for transfer. Sucks because Alisson has returned once in 3 since I bought him, but well. Mate, Alisson's returned 0 times since I bought him, so feel ya. I've made 3 goalkeeper transfers, I think, in the last 7 weeks. How mental is that? This season I've made 3. No, maybe not in the last 7 weeks, but I've definitely made 2 in the last, I moved Ramsdale to Alisson, now Alisson to Pickford, all within, 3 weeks. All within 3 weeks. And I moved Flicken to, I moved Flecken to Ramsdale. I know that was ridiculous, and you all tell me I'm an idiot, it probably was. At the time, I was lost my mind. I wanted to be different. Team reveal? Yeah, no worries. My team's not a secret. Team's not a secret. Team is not a secret. I mean, it is. Look at it. I'm not even showing you it. AM. I just activated my AM live on stream, just for you guys. DS likely to start on Gakpo bench, maybe. I think this week they both start, both games. Diaz definitely in the start because he didn't play against PSV. Gakpo got brought up at 57 minutes. They were obviously managing him. Like, he obviously wanted to play against his old club. That's what he said, right? But like, I don't think Nunez or Jota are fully fit. So, like, Diaz 100% starting. Gakpo, I would say like 80% going to start this week. And I think he starts Everton because they have a week break between the fixtures. Like, if you look here, have I chucked my face off screen now? I'm going to bring my face back. You guys have to deal with me. Yeah, if you look here, there's the break in between that Everton, before that Everton game. You got time. You got time before it. So he should play Everton. Not concerned too much about that. They've got a week's break and Plymouth in between where they'll rest everyone. And then like the week after, that's where like I think there'll be rotation for the Villa game. I think Gakpo's a problem, 25 second double. I think he might get arrested. Or at least benched. Right, question, who should I bench? I'm currently on Gabriel, Wood and Rogers, but I do not like benching Rogers at all. Never mind. I think I answered. You benching tonight? Do you still need that answer, Luca? I'm on Wood, Gabriel, Robinson, Kepa on bench. Do you reckon that's right? Yeah, hang on. Wood, Gabriel, Robinson, Munoz, Greaves. I'd probably go Gabriel over Hall, just for the goal potential. I know Hall could get attacking return, but assist worth less than goal. I know slightly less likely goal than assist, but overall it's worth it in my opinion. The rest, yeah, I agree. Nicholas Omi, yep, Gordon for Clivert is for free. Then I'm tossing up between benching Rogers and Clivert. I'd bench Clivert over Rogers. I'd do the free transfer and I'd bring in Slotnick, mate. Yeah, Gakpo's been started like the last 7-8 weeks, but it's just the fixtures coming up quickly, and like he did also play PSV midweek, but because Nunez is probably not fully fit, and there are rumours of him going Saudi as well, he probably won't play. Muz Azam, would you do AM Emery this week and potentially double game week 25? The game is not bad. No, I wouldn't at all. I might do it in 25, but not this week. Slot. This week, Slot. No questions. No other assistant manager this week except for Slot. If you're planning on doing any other assistant manager, unless it's some rogue, like, table bonus assistant manager this week that I'm not even looking at, I don't know if there is any rogue ones, then just don't play it. Just play a triple captain. It's not worth it. Not worth playing on Moyes. Sorry, people, unless you've already done it. Ali K, I got TC on Salah because I have to take out Gakpo, then transfer Slot means I have a -8. Yeah, I agree, mate. I wouldn't do that. I'd play TC. Much better option. Not worth taking a -8. Definitely not worth taking Gakpo out. Yeah, the AM chip doesn't cost a free transfer. That's what I showed on stream earlier when I did my transfer. I made one free transfer, Alisson to Pickford, and then slot in. It only cost one free transfer, so no points. Yeah, it's changing the manager that costs money in the second game week. Really, I'm risking a bullet header for Gabriel. You don't see potential clean sheet for Newcastle v Fulham? I do. I think if you feel strongly about Hall v Gabriel, what would go with your gut? I think for me, I think the clean sheets has been so hard to predict this year. I mean, Arsenal could just come up with a clean sheet against Man City. I know City have been looking good going forward, so I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, Fulham have not looked great going forwards the last few games. They've gone into a more defensive shape. I haven't really liked it, but maybe they change up tactically and go back to their old formation. It's hard at the moment because the tactics are changing between the managers, like lots of games. At the start of the season, it's a lot easier to predict the lineups because, or maybe not the lineups, but like the tactical setup, because managers aren't tweaking stuff. They're trying to embed how they want to play. Where are Brentford on the table? Not enough for Ange. I think they might be enough for Ange. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are not enough for Ange at the moment. But when Spurs and Everton lose, oh yeah, sorry, this week. Yeah, they're not. They're 4. Not this week. Not this week, Luca. Can't play Ange. No worries, Mazazam. If I'm helpful, guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Trying my best, obviously, to get stuff out to you guys. Really appreciate it. Just a like goes a long way. A subscribe goes a long way. It really gives me like a lot of energy to keep going with this stuff because, yeah, it's not always easy. Today was tough as well, man. I'm actually like sweating in here at the moment. I literally jumped, got out of the car, ate food in like 10 minutes, got in the shower, got straight into the stream. Ali, should I take out Gakpo for -4 then activate assistant manager or what? Nah, man. Not a -4 for Gakpo. Not a -4 for Gakpo. I do a -4 for Alisson. Not a -4 for Gakpo. I would just play a triple captain on Salah and use your assistant manager in 38.6 to 38. Or there's a very small potential that there's another 2 double game weeks between 31 and 33. Like there could be a double in 31 or 32. There could be. Very small chance. But could be. Whew. Bench Gabriel or Hall and Rodgers or Mateta. Yes, the Gabriel or Hall one was the one me and Luca were talking about. I edge towards Gabriel because like he has the goal threat, whereas Hall has the assist threat. But I totally understand that Newcastle will probably have a slightly better clean sheet potential. But I just feel like clean sheets have been so hard to pick this year that I'd rather just go on the upside, and if I missed a clean sheet, I missed a clean sheet. But if I miss a goal, I'll be way more pissed. Rodgers or Mateta, I'd bench Rodgers, but reluctantly. If you can find someone else to bench, I would bench Cliver over Rodgers. Which 2 defenders would you bench from Hall, Aina, Timber, Munoz, Robinson? Robinson and Timber. Robinson and Timber. Hey mate, FPL MF. Sorry, Nicholas Laney that was. Robinson and Timber. FPL MFZ. Hey mate, play Kirkes, Munoz or Castagna. Munoz. I think I answered earlier, man. Sorry, maybe you flicked in and out. Apologies if I was too late to the party. But yeah, definitely Munoz. Definitely Munoz. I think that was an easy one for me. That's my team. If anyone cares. 23 minutes left to the deadline today, and I do have a feeling that this has been like a super crazy stream where we've had like tons of people. It feels like it's been tons of people. I'll just try and reply to a couple of people. What's my plan for 29? I'm gonna over the next. This is my plan. Let me tell you my plan. Over the next 5 weeks or so, I'm looking to bring Ryan Aït-Nouri in for Lewis Hall around 27 maybe. Ideally, I'd like to roll this in over the next couple of weeks. There is a potential that I bring in a Bournemouth midfielder just because I like them. Probably for Rodgers in 26. If I was to move Rodgers, it would be for like a Cliver or a Dango. Or I'd maybe move Gordon. But I haven't decided on who's going to come out. Now I've got Pickford in, I'm probably not going to have to need to move Everson. So Pickford can go all the way through. Mikalenko plays in 29. We'll obviously see, we need to see what happens this week in the EFL Cup. Because if Spurs beat Liverpool, it's easy. I don't have to worry about it. I just keep my double Liverpool. There'll just be the 3 Newcastle guys. I'm going to probably lose Hall for Aït-Nouri in 27 or 28 anyway. And then yeah, it's easy. I'll just bench my 2 Newcastle players and probably work phase. And then yeah, I'll have 11 playing players. But yeah, obviously if Liverpool beat Spurs, then I'd be looking to move Hall out, and then I'll probably bench Salah and Isak in that week, and then one of Gordon or Trent, and it's it'll probably end up being Gordon. Do I have TikTok? Yeah, I do. I'm struggling posting on TikTok. I got Insta and Twitter. I normally post my like short videos on Insta instead of TikTok, but I can probably put them up on the screen. Yeah, maybe I'll do this and like I haven't put my socials up for this. It's been so hectic today, man. Like honestly, just I've had like no time since that AM chip came in, and then that was at like almost midnight for me in Oz. And then, like, obviously this isn't correct. Oh, I'll just change it for you guys. Let's put the captaincy rather than triple captain. Yeah, it just like obviously everything happened last night. I streamed last night for an hour, had a think, came to a conclusion on what I wanted to do with the AM. Sat on my cricket match today thinking about it. Probably why I got out on 48 today, because I was thinking about what to do in game week 25, and then I hit the ball to the mid-wicket boundary, didn't realise he was out there. Stupid shot. I was batting so well, 48. What an idiot. Yeah, so this is should have my socials. Should have my socials top right of the screen. Yeah, that's my TikTok, FPL underscore the English Aussie. I think my Instagram is the same, but my Twitter is TEA, like T underscore FPL, like the English Aussie T. But that's why my my badge is like a Aussie, like basically Tim Cahill #4, Australian football shirt, English banner in the background, and then him sipping on a cup of tea for the English Aussie TEA. That's what my banner is. For anyone that's interested in my creative, that's the one artistic thing that I've done well on this channel. I'm not that artistic, I'm just understand football. Alright, back to the questions. Sorry, I don't know what I was talking about. I just go off on my tangents sometimes, so apologies. Obviously add slot in here to my team. I haven't done it, but I just can't be bothered. I just made the transfer now. Alright, let's get back to you guys. 19 minutes to deadline. Yeah, plan for 29, sorry. Yeah, so I think Isak Salah on bench. FaZe probably moves to like, I don't know, maybe like a Gvardiol. Maybe a Gvardiol, probably a Gvardiol. Sell Rodgers to like a Clivert or a Dango. So that's 2 transfers. Yeah, so haul out to Aït-Nouri, Rodgers out to Bournemouth midfielder, FaZe out to like a Gvardiol if I can have that money. I'll probably get it when Slot leaves my team. Who else is, and then yeah, I've got Trent, Salah, Isak, Gordon. One of Gordon or Trent then comes out for someone else. Maybe Milenkovic or Aina for Trent. I think is what will be my 29. And then I'll have Isak, Salah, Gordon on the bench, and I'll have a full squad for 29, which would be nice. And like, I'll have a City defender who'll be nice for the City fixture run from sort of 28 onwards. We'll have a Wolves defender who have really nice fixtures from 28 onwards. And then like maybe if I've got another transfer, I'd look to bring Cunha in. I'd look to bring Cunha in for Wood. Might be easier if you could visualise it if you pull my team up. I'm ranked 9 in your mini league. I mean, I guess I could just show you my plans on like FPL Plan. This is also a good site that you guys can use. Sorry, I'll come back to the questions in a second. It's planfpl.com. It's free. I don't use any paid sites. Not worth it, man. 24. I did Beckett, Pickford. Yeah, and then well, if we just go through to 29, right? I would have like 4 transfers to use over that period of time. Is that right? Surely I had a 5. Oh, this is like, oh, it's because I put everyone in already. So if I just reset the game week, yeah. So sorry, I'll put everyone up on the screen so I can see. If Liverpool double in game week 25, who will be the opposing teams? Villa and Wolves. Is that right? No, it's 5, yeah. Would you do Henderson to Pickford? No, I don't see why not. Bench Mateo, Rodgers or Wissa? Sorry, Brian, I did answer. I said bench Rodgers, but reluctantly. Can you bench somebody else? If you could bench somebody else, I would. If I can send my team on Insta, can you review because I can't get my FPL ID? Yeah, if you're on your computer, yeah, you can send it on Insta, no worries. If you're on your computer, you just need to go into your team, click on points, and then in the web page address at the top of the screen, it has your team ID. Like in the fantasy.premierleague.com/entry/ then your team ID. That's how you get it, by the way, Ali. But yeah, like send it to me on Insta, that's fine. Just tell me when you send it, because I'll look, because otherwise it's like, notifications, man. Everything flies over my head these days. So yeah, game week 29, I'll have 5, like let's just say I have 5 free transfers all the way through to here. So Salah on the bench because he's blanking, Isak on the bench because he's blanking, probably Gordon. So then phase would be like Guardiola, it's probably wide one. Who's probably going to be a Nuri, potentially. Rodgers, let's just say he's a Cliver. Or Dango, I like Dango more to be honest. Stefan, hey bro, how are you? Before deadline I'll give you the help, I promise. 14 minutes. I can do you and Ali in that time. And then I have 2 more transfers and I'll need to move Trent or Gordon. It's probably going to be Trent, isn't it? And then that's going to be... Who did I want? Like Milenkovic or Aina? Yeah, probably Nottingham Forest. Someone texted me. Oh, Edwin, you asked me to review your team. Was that like you want me to review your team, or you just want to put your team ID in if you want me to review yours as well, Edwin? Sorry, man. My user is AliK2837. No, that doesn't help me, man. I can't do it from that. Let me show you what I can do. Oh, on Insta. Yeah, cool. Oh, you're in requests, are you? Oh, yeah, I've got you. Accept. Hey. Send your team ID here. Oh, is it you can't post it in here at the moment? You can't post your team ID, Ali? You just don't copy and paste. You have to type the number in, otherwise it doesn't come in here. Alright, let me move quickly. I know you guys probably don't care too much about my team anyway. And then yeah, I don't know what I'd do here. Maybe like Palmer to like Foden or something. I'm pretty keen on your city around this. Oh no, maybe Wood to Cunha. Yeah, there you go, Wood to Cunha. That's probably my game week 29 team. 5 transfers, 1.2 in the bag, pretty nice. All right, let's run through these. All right, Ali, I see your team, bro. All right, so for everyone's benefit, Sells, Gabriel, Trent, Mikalenko, Salah and Bumo, Rodgers, Palmer, Isak, Gakpo, Wissa, Fabianski, Kluivert, Hall, Castagna. Any free transfers? Triple captain active, wildcard played. Do you have any free transfers? Oh, Bryce, hey bro. Sanchez might not start, man. Might not start. Maresca said maybe him or Jorgensen. He said Jorgensen's been great for me every time he started. He said he could miss out. And then I'll do Stefan. Stefan, no, don't sell Gakpo to Wissa for a -4 and bring in slot. We've talked about it on the stream quite a bit. Like, I don't think that's a good idea. Definitely not a Liverpool attacker. Maybe a Liverpool defender, but I wouldn't even. I'd sell Alisson for a -4, but not Gakpo. Not worth it. Just triple captain instead. You've used a triple captain, so just use your assistant manager in 36 to 38, mate, or even 31 to 33 if you can. Sorry, Ali, I'm here, man. I'm here. Sorry. So this week, Trent, Mikolenko. Oh, this is your actually team. Yeah, I wouldn't change. I agree with all your picks. I agree with all your picks. I'd probably play the trip captain if you don't have any free transfers as well. If you have free transfer, maybe you could do Trent out to like Luca Dean and go slot. If you have to take a -4, probably wouldn't do it. Yeah, Bryce, mate, do you know what's going on with Fabianski? This is like, I just haven't seen any of the team news. Like the West Ham hasn't said anything about Fabianski. Stefan, what would I do in your situation, mate? No, don't get David Moyes. Do you have any free transfers, Stefan? Because the manager doesn't cost a transfer. If you've got one free transfer, you don't need to take a -4. You can just sell Trent to like Luca Dean, who might double in Gameweek 25 if Liverpool beat Spurs. If not, you've got Robinson anyway who's doubling. You can sell Trent to Luca Dean, you bring in slot for free. No free transfers, so you have to take a -4. I don't think it's worth it. Honestly, I'd save the assistant manager. Like, you got to think on, do you want your rank to be like really good now, or do you want like the maximum points possible? If you want the maximum points possible, play at the end of the season. If you want to boast to your friends over the next few weeks, then like just play it. Take the -4, move Trent, bring in Luca Dean. But yeah, I mean, in your position, I'd wait. Like if you want to tell people, yeah, I'm in the top 10k, which you could be because you're gunning it. But if you want to win FPL, I'd probably wait, man. I'd probably wait. 36, you could. It depends if you're a risk taker. I think 36. Sorry, excuse me, I've got hiccups. 36, 37, 38. Like you could risk take and punt for the win. Probably sick of AM shit questions. No, man, that's my job at the moment. Well, not my actual job, but like fake job. Not getting paid for this. Probably sick of AM shit questions, Chris. Allison to Pickford and slot AM, or just Moyes AM? Allison to Pickford and slot AM, 100%. 100%. Don't Moyes AM. Not good one. AM does not fluctuate in price. Peaceful meditation. Plan is 35 wildcard, 36 bench boost. So potentially think about like 30, 31, 32 wildcard, 33 bench boost in that double game week, and then AM 36 to 38. Or you play your AM 31 to 33. There is a very small chance, Stefan, that you have 2 double game weeks between 31 and 33 as well. Alright, I got 8 minutes, so I've got to move on to Edvin 540 4651. And I will keep answering the questions. 8 minutes. Okay, let's just do Edwin first because he's always on here. Use triple captain. Do you have any free transfers, Edwin? What have we been talking about today? Yeah, 0.6 in the million, two free transfers. Trent to Dean, slot in, roll the transfer. Mikolenko, Gabriel, Dina, Salah, Rogers, Diaz, Palmer, Ahmad, Mateta, Isaac, bench João Pedro, Robinson, and one of Hall or Dina or whoever you bring in that midfield slot. Missed my score predicts this week, Bryce. I haven't done it yet, mate. I literally, we'll do it. We can do it after the deadline passes. We'll do it together. It's been just mental, mate. Just mental. You're in shambles. Have Sanchez and Fabianski with all transfers made this week and slot as my AM. Yeah, I just don't know anything about Fabianski, man. I just haven't heard anything. I mean, I think you've just got to run with it and then just play the. I mean, if Sanchez starts, it's not worth it. If Sanchez doesn't start, it's almost worth the -4 to bring in Pickford. There is a world where I'd be on board with Pickford for Sanchez, if you can, Bryce, because you get two results it's probably going to be 4 points. You only basically lose -2. Maybe it's not worth it. No, maybe not. I don't think so. I just got training recently, so I'd like to stick with him. Don't get attached, Edwin. Don't get attached. Thinking of starting Hall over Gabriel. Main question is Mateo or Pedro or Ahmad. Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to move the Liverpool players, don't assistant manager Moyes. And just use it later in the season. Thinking starting Hall over Gabriel. Main question is, yeah, I think Hall and Gabriel's fine if that's the way you think. Like, there's definitely the clean sheet potential for Newcastle is probably a bit bigger. I just obviously went for the goal, but I think you go with your goal, and that is the correct thing. I would start Mateta over João Pedro for sure. I think Mateta's been in great form. And João Pedro's got Forest, no? Yeah, Forest, good defence. Mateta's playing United. United shambles, sorry, all United players. Alright, anyone else, guys? There's 5 minutes to deadline. Gordon, Allison out for Clivert and Pickford. Levu, was that a question, mate? Yeah, then your AMing slot, maybe? Oh, you've already AM, don't you, Levu? Why Allison out for Pickford unless you're bringing slot in, right? No, not Allison for Pickford unless you're bringing slot in. If you bring slot in, then that makes perfect sense. But I thought you used your AM, maybe I'm wrong. Hi, mate, would you start Clivert or Wood? Probably Wood, mate. Reeve. Or Ahmad? Yeah, Ahmad. Yeah, I'd start Ahmad. I'd bench down Pedro. Trent to slot? For free, Elliot? Yeah. For free, yeah. For -4, no. Allison for -4, I would do. Trent for -4, no. Trent to slot for free, 100%. 100%. I did Allison to slot for free. Allison to pick. Probably go like Luka Dean or something, Elliot. Maybe he gets a double game week next week. Bryce, mate, do I need to do your team, man? 4 minutes. I don't know your team idea off the top of my head, but who needs to talk it through? Levy, you're always last minute, man. Come on. Let's get timely, bro. Come on. I'm joking. Gabriel, Robinson, Hall, Aina, which two start for you? Which two start? Aina, Gabriel. Oh, no. Hall. Not Robinson. Two of the other three. Bryce. Let's go. What is it? 1, 2. Oh, shit, I lost the field. 1, 2, 6, 5, 9, 9, 6. Come on, Adam. Let's move. 4 minutes to deadline, guys. Lock in your transfers. Confirm your assistant managers. Make sure your team is picked correctly after that. Canate, Hall, Gabriel, Robinson on the bench, Burgess on the bench. You could play Burgess. Might not play, but you could play Burgess over Hall. Bit of a gamble. Could play Burgess over Hall, but I probably wouldn't. Canate, Hall, Gabriel, Palmer, Salah, Gordon, Bruno, Wood, Isak, João Pedro, Ismail Assar, but Eze's injured, so Ismail Assar will play the full game. So Ismail Assar, bench João Pedro. And then obviously your issue. Do you got 2 free transfers? Man, I'd genuinely consider Canate down to like, I don't know, is Luka Dean good enough? Canate, 1.3 mil can you get for Canate? To 3. I'd honestly consider Canate down to 3.9 mil, like Harwood Bellis and playing slot. I'd genuinely consider that pricey. No transfers are all made this week. Bruyne and Dye. And Dye for who? For João Pedro? Oh, then you play and Dye. And Dye would. Isak. You probably bench Sarr then. Vice Trent or Diaz? I think, yeah, I mean, you're TCing Salah, right? Triple captains. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong person. Vice Trent or Diaz? Edwin, sorry, that's reading the wrong person. Bruyne and Dye and Mbeumo. And Mbeumo for who? For Bruno? Man, you gotta tell me who. 2 minutes. Yes, sir. And Dye, Pedro, Gordon from Mbeumo. Yeah, alright, so, and Dye starts with Wood and Isak, Sarr on the bench, Burgess on the bench, Robinson on the bench. Burgess first on bench. No, Sarr first on bench, Burgess second, Robinson third. Not enough time. 1 minute till deadline, guys. 1 minute till deadline. Triple captain Salah, Ricey, man. I'm feeling it. TC on Salah. Guys, 1 minute till deadline. Lock in now. Lock in teams. No more questions. Don't waste your time messaging me. Make sure your team's right. Please shout out my fam in Africa. Shout out to Bryce's fam in Africa. Shout out to Bryce for tuning in to South Africa. Shout out to the great diversity we have on this channel. I absolutely love it. We're all watching. Josiah, Wagwan, bro. Wagwan. Josiah, appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big fan. Like, we got so much diversity on this channel. It's wicked. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. We got quite a lot of female people that join as well, which I really like, because when I see the video, like male versus female, who watches like 95% male, but on the live streams we got like a few girls joining, so awesome, awesome. Love you guys, you're great. 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. Let's go South Africa. Man, whole family on, awesome. Josiah, what's your team, man? You want it on screen? Give us your team ID, we'll put you on screen. I know it's too late now, but mini league's growing nicely too. That is it, guys, that is it. Josiah, what's your team, bro? Let's at least see it. Oh, I don't have time, do I? It's gonna lock me out. It's gonna lock me out of team IDs. It's over, guys, it's over. Game is updating. Should we do predictions? Do you want to stay on for a little bit? And then, Matt, I'm gonna go to bed because so this week I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try my best to wake up at 2 AM for Liverpool Bournemouth, and I'll do a watch along stream. Stefan ended up rolling, hopefully AM31 will work. I'm trusting you. Mate, thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting me. I hope it works out as well. If not, feel free to blow up my DMs telling me I'm a twat. It's alright. I've got to believe in what I'm telling people, otherwise what's the point in what I'm doing? But yeah, like, I would say AM 31 to 33 or 36 to 38. Personally, I'd say at the moment, given that there are not two doubles, like, my thoughts are there's a potential that one of the doubles goes into 31 or 32 as well as 33, and then you have the same situation you have now. If not, I'd say play your AM 36 to 38, Stefan. Thanks, Bryce. Appreciate you. Appreciate all your fam, bro. Josiah, your nephew, put your team ID in the chat next week. Let's check it out. Or if you're in my mini league, I can pull it up. But yeah, good to see the whole fam in. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed this, guys. Yeah, game is updating. So, who was I talking to? Stefan. Yeah, man. I think 36 to 38 is the best at the moment. Nearly bench Palmer from Adlevu. You are wild, bro. You're always like this. Your hair of the dog last minute. I feel like my image of you, Levu, is just you frantically running around your house, just being like, gotta get to the computer screen quick, gotta make my transfers, there's 5 minutes to go. Do I play my system manager? Do I play my triple captain? Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, you're so funny, mate. You always bring enjoyment to me every stream. Yeah, Stefan, I think 36 to 38 is the best time. And for all of you shouting 36 to 38 at the moment, best for a system manager. And then maybe you can wildcard like 30, 31, 32 into a double game week 33, which is more than likely now that the big double is going to be 33 rather than 36. Because you see how like these 29 ones, they got put in now 25, the double game weeks, the blank is in 29. So the blanks in 34 could end up getting put into 33 now. That sort of set the precedent. So that's why I'm saying, Stefan, that keep in mind that you might want to wildcard maybe 32 into a bench boost in 33 because the bench boost might be better then because it might be a bigger double game week. So try and keep yourself flexible. But either way, you either bench boost that 33 or you bench boost to 36. I understand you're going to bench boost one of those doubles and then you use your triple captain in your other area. But I would try to bench boost that 33, mate, honestly, because I think the triple captain 36 to 38, like, you can play some table bonus options over that time and get some big points. Some big time points if you get it right. You want to climb over Liverpool defence? Don't like it anymore, Levy. Don't like it anymore. It's over. My friendship's done. It's been a good run. It's been a good run. Do we want to do predictions? Do you want to do predictions for the week? If you guys want to do predictions, I can do them. or just talk for them, and then I'll fake it next week and pretend. Sure? Yeah. All right. Let's see the predictions then, and then I'll finish up and I'll come back for 2 AM for a watch along stream, and you'll see my reaction if Liverpool getting banged by Bournemouth, and I've told everyone go slot, and I'll be there like crying. So if you want to see something funny, join in. And if Liverpool are banging Bournemouth and Everton are losing to Leicester, I'm going to be dancing. So it's going to be great. Niels, I'm not supporting you, mate. This is the first week ever. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I really want to be right about this. I just really want to be right about this. But good luck. Because at least if I don't do well, hopefully you do well. But I'm not supporting it. Well, let's say this. Hopefully in double game week 24, like Liverpool beat Everton, but then Everton beat Leicester, and maybe Liverpool lose to Bournemouth, and we come out even. And in 25, maybe you'll run with me. I can support that. I don't mind 1 out of 2. Everton leave Liverpool is going to be scenes. I mean, maybe that's the one I should have watched along for. I might, maybe if it's a good time. I don't know what the time is. What's the time of that game? Do we have like a... Is he going to do me dirty here? I'm not going to be able to see the games. Someone in chat, tell me the time of the games. Who's off to bed? Someone said they're off to bed. Niels, yeah, hero, bro. Enjoy it. I'll catch you later. Good luck this week, mate. Alright, let me do the predictions. So, do we have somewhere that I can just have the games up? It's a bit annoying. Everything's like blocking me. 24. Show me the games. Yeah, here we go. What am I showing on screen? Can you guys see the games? No. How do I do this? I want you guys to be able to see the games as well. Just go like this. Maybe now you can see. Yeah, there you go. Wednesday, 7:30 UK time. 7:30 PM? Man, that's not bad. What's that here? That's 5:30 AM. Yeah, obviously 7:30 PM, I don't know what I'm being done. 5:30 AM, I could. But my folks are coming out to visit at that point, so they'll probably be like, you're an absolute psychopath, dancing around or crying at 5:30 in the morning. We'll see. I'm pretty knackered at the moment, so even this watch along tonight is going to be tough for me. I've got to play tennis at like 10 AM, 10:30 in the morning tomorrow, so that's going to be a nightmare. Brian, bench Rodgers ahead of Mateta, yeah. Transferred Tarkowski in for Trent. Kept Diaz ahead of Cliver. Right moves, need your support. Bench Rodgers ahead of Mateta, I'm for. I think that's the right move. Tarkowski in for Trent, that's your call, man. And I think you got to go with your gut, so like you got to trust yourself there. I think that's fine. If that's what you, I think that transfer has got to be who you want in your team. And then Diaz and Clive, I agree with completely. So supporting, very much supporting. Wednesday the 12th, yeah. My parents are around still. They're here for the whole month. They're going to be in that room, like right next to where I stream. Hopefully, I'm going to get a mic in soon. I know you guys have been telling me to flip and get a proper mic in. Upgrade. I actually bought like quite a good mic. I don't know why I'm buying stuff. I don't even get paid for this rubbish. I just stream because I enjoy it, to be honest. I'm actually pretty close to like the first like earnings on YouTube. I've got like over 1,000 subscribers, maybe like pushing 3,000 watch hours. The important thing for me is like you guys watch the end of the videos. Like that really helps me with the watch hours. So that's why I always joke with you guys, like just leave the video running in the background. It helps me out. Just put my playlist on and just watch all the videos all the way through for 3 hours. It'd be great. I'm actually not joking. Please do it. Alright, let's do the matches then, right? Nottingham Forest v Brighton. Ooh. I'm going to say Forest clean sheet, home to Brighton. Bournemouth v Liverpool, both teams to score. Everton v Leicester, only because I like Niels. No, should I just be honest with my picks? Tell you what, Bournemouth v Liverpool, 2+ goals rather than both, or maybe even 3+. No, let's say better team to score. Everton v Leicester. Come back to that one. Come back to Ipswich Southampton, Newcastle v Fulham. Isak to score. Aston Villa v Wolves. If you guys have got thoughts on any of these games, let us know. Forest 1-1, Liverpool 2-1, Everton 2-0. Yeah, alright, I can see that. Brighton have got a bit better now, Welbeck's come back. But I like the Forest clean sheet. But Brighton are a bit better. No, I like the Forest. I'm going to go Forest. I'm going to go Forest 2-0. I'm going to go Liverpool. I don't mind 2-1, but I actually think Liverpool are going to score like 3 or 4. Especially if they get one in the first half. Yeah, Ipswich Southampton. I don't know how, like, both those teams need to come out to win the game though. Do you know what I mean? That's such a big, I mean, maybe Ipswich play a little bit more defensively. Less than 2 goals though. Let's go Ipswich Southampton, less than 2 goals. I think Ipswich got to win that game, man. Ipswich got to win that game. I feel like Southampton's counter-pressing the Ipswich is going to be a problem. Everton v Leicester, I really can't call that game. I think Moyes has been so impressive and Leicester have been so shambolic, but I see them scoring. I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go Everton-Leicester 1-1. Ipswich-Southampton. I think Ipswich win. Ipswich to win. Newcastle-Fulham, Isak to score. Oh yeah, man. I just think Ipswich are alright. I think Southampton are shocking. Wolves v Villa. When did Villa play their last game? When was Villa's last game? Because they're always shocking after the Champions League. Don't do me dirty like this, Ben Crummin. Show me the previous fixtures. Oh well. Guess we'll never know. It was midweek this week, wasn't it? Wednesday? They never turn up after midweek. Villa v Wolves, both teams to score. Probably 1-1. Brentford Spurs is going to be goals. It's going to be goals. 3-2. 3-2 Brentford. Man United v Palace. Palace 2-0. Palace 2-1. Palace 2-1. Sorry, United. United to win. I'm so bad when it comes to United. I just always think United are going to lose. You think they're on the up? What was their midweek result this week? What was their midweek result? They get the dub. I can't remember what they played midweek, right? In the Champions League. Didn't they get the win, like 1-0 or something? Don't really watch United midweek, to be honest. Not interested in any of their players. 1-0? 2-0. 2-0. Maino in the 10. Yeah, but then Fernandez becomes not a good option with Maino in that 10, eh? Because Fernandez has been playing in the pivot. Are you a United fan, Edwin? Fernandez has been playing in the pivot from like last week. It was a bit weird. I don't know how I felt about that. That's why I think Palace are like, if Fernandez played the pivot, Palace are going to score. United fan, yeah. I've got a few United fans on the stream. Sometimes I'm a bit shitty on United. I shit on United a bit too much, so I try not to. I swear. But they just always they always look good for a little bit, and then just turn in some abject performance where they decide they don't want to play one week. So maybe this is the week against Palace. Even that 1-0 win against Fulham. I mean, they've won 3 on the bounce. Rangers, Fulham, and then this week against, what was it? FCSB. But then like they obviously threw in that week against Brighton where they just didn't rock up. But you're right, I think they have been good lately. Alright, 1-0. No, 2-2. 2-2. Arsenal City. City gonna win. City gonna win. 2-0. Two, 1. Gabriel to score off a set piece. City to win. Wow, that's a mental pick from me. Mental. I love the City attack right now. Love the City attack right now. The way they've changed stuff has been so good. So as soon as they shifted Savio over to the left, shifted Foden into like the interchange right slash on the right slash in the 10. And then now obviously they've got like Doku, Savio, who's the other guy, Mamouche, the new guy, who actually like they've just got so many options now. So what I'd say tactically is the left, I really like Savio there, but I thought Mamouche did something really interesting. He sort of tucked in and played as a second striker with Haaland, and then Guardiola bombed up that left. See, when they get those guys going forwards, they look so good. When Foden gets into the 18-yard box, he looks unreal. If De Bruyne can play on the right and like interchange with Foden right and in the 10, so dangerous there. City are at their best when they can get inside the 18-yard box against teams. Foden's been awesome. I want Foden. I'd love Foden in the team right now, even with the hard fixtures, but just not feasible. From 28, 29, Foden's got to make his way somehow. I've got to try and get him in, at least for 30. At least for 30. I think he's probably my transfer for game week 30. Then City just have such a sick run of fixtures to the end of the season. Forest in 28, Brighton in 29, then Leicester, Man United, Palace, Everton, Villa, Wolves, Southampton, Bournemouth, Fulham to the end of the season. How good is that? How good is that? That's when City comes storming back to win the title, right? Nah, too far out. Chelsea, West Ham. I love Potter. I think he'll get a goal against Chelsea. Chelsea struggling those midfield. West Ham do struggle. But he's changed their formation now. 3 at the back. Palmer will pick up some spaces. I think Palmer could be nice in this game. I would say Palmer to return, Chelsea, West Ham. Don't know how I feel about the game though. I couldn't tell you what I think the result's going to be. I probably need to take a bit of a closer look at Potter. Am I seeing he got me? No. I need to take a little bit of a closer look tactically at Potter at West Ham. I know he's changed things up a little bit, but I haven't really done a deep dive like I've done on some of these other teams. So maybe that's one for me this week to have a look at. And then Everton, Liverpool. What can I say? 3-0 Liverpool. Those are my picks, man. Those are my picks for this week. I already forgot, so I'm going to have to re-watch my stream to check what my picks are. I didn't write them down. And then I'll put them up next week to see how we went. I mean, this week I've literally told you the results, which is like normally I'd give it like both teams to score 2+ goals, make it a little bit easier for myself. But I'd say Liverpool, Everton 2+ goals, Chelsea, West Ham, both teams to score, Arsenal, Man City to win, United, Palace, both teams to score, Brentford, Spurs 2+ goals, Aston Villa, Wolves. Draw. Fulham, Newcastle, Isak to return. Ipswich, Southampton, Ipswich to get a result. Everton, Leicester, I just can't pick that game, man. Can't pick that game. 2+ goals. 2+ goals. I feel like could be getting Rashford. Wow. Liverpool, Bournemouth, both teams to score. Nottingham Forest, Brighton, Forest to keep a clean sheet. Those are my actual picks, and then obviously I gave you the scores. Ed, mate, looks like it's just me and you probably, so thank you so much for your time on this stream. Hopefully I was helpful to you. Thanks everyone for joining. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you haven't already. Yeah, not much more to say, but thanks so much. Like, I have such a great time on these streams with you guys. Just awesome. and good luck this game week. Hope all the decisions go well. I know it's wild. Hopefully I was helpful. Hopefully I made the right choices. Hopefully you guys all made the right choices, and let's have a great game where you can look for a green arrow. It's been your English Aussie, and wishing you guys all a great week, and maybe see you later in the watch along stream. Thanks guys, catch you later.